YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live. And tonight's live is on a mock draft, guys. It's mock draft 18 Superflex full PPR. And you know what we do here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I said what I said. This is cutting edge content. Let's go. Okay, guys. So I think we need one more. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, we still need one more. We still need one. We need the number 1 pick. Number 11 pick now. Black Panthers moving around. Papa Chubb in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, guys. Let me make this full screen as I always do it. Full screen. And also, guys, if anybody wants to come out, the link is in the comment section. Yes, sir. I see you, Cratch. What's up, bruh? Yes, sir. We got Aaron Holloway in the building. Yes, sir. Harambe says, I come up after the draft is done, TD. Have to use my phone to draft. Got you. Got you. And let me see. Harambe says, Trooper, I hope you feel better. He's talking about Aaron Holloway. He says, come down with the sinus congestion, but I'm here, though. I appreciate that, bro. Yes, sir. All right, guys, let's begin. Let me make this full screen. There we go. There we go, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Share the content. Okay, let's see here. That one's got to go. We don't need that one. There we go. I'm about to start the draft. You ready, Black Panther? Let's go. Superflex. Let's go. 30 seconds. Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board. I can't take Josh Allen number 1. I can't, even in Superflex, I can't take him number 1 overall. I can't do it. He's a great player. I think they're gonna play a different style this year. So there's not gonna be a lot of fantasy points. I think it's gonna be more a winning formula where you might not put up the touchdowns and the rushing touchdowns. Pat Mahomes with the number 2 pick never could go wrong there. Never can go wrong. Pat Mahomes always can throw for 5 touchdowns in a game, and Andy Reid wants him to throw for 5 touchdowns a game. That's why that's a special offense. Christian McCaffrey with the 1-3. Christian McCaffrey with the 1-3. Never can go wrong there. Zigging and zagging. If anybody on Facebook, guys, I apologize if I'm not seeing your comments, but last time I didn't see the comments from Facebook, so I just want people to know that. Got Tyreek here from Aaron Holloway, zigging and zagging. Oh, we got a wide receiver run coming through. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the 1-8. Yes, sir, with the 1-8. Harambe says having issues. Okay, bro. We'll make it work. Guys, this is the money night. So whoever has the best team do get $5. I'm still waiting for RG to hit me up from last week. He hasn't hit me up or email me anything. So email me, bro, if you want your $5 from last week. But best draft gets $5. And if anybody wants to come up and talk about anybody's team, you're welcome to it. I'm out of it. My team would not be up for the winning. Okay, let me see. Let me get ready to pick. What's going on here? Is it paused? Something's going on. Okay, let me see something. Thank you, CHB. Let's get them likes up. Let me see what's going on. Something's not right here. Okay. Back on B. Silver. I don't know what happened. We got 2 auto guys. Guys, take it off auto. I'm gonna give you a chance to take it off auto. I'm gonna redo that. Let me see if I can get him to go back and redo his pick. Let me see here. Yeah, guys, RG and Curry Bot, if you could take it off auto. What's going on, bro? Can you hear me? What's going on, Arambi?
What up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It seemed like the draft just paused by itself.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm showing on my phone it's paused by you right now, and B Silva's got a pick.
Yeah, I paused it because I see Curry Bot and RG on auto.
Got you.
So I'm gonna let him pick, and then I'm gonna take his pick back off and redo it. Yeah, just pausing. I'm gonna go back to semi. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me remove these picks because guys, it's weird. Okay. I'm gonna remove these picks, guys, because I don't know what's going on with Sleeper. I'm gonna go back to you, Zach. And okay. Hopefully it works now. So what's been going on with you, Arambi?
Not much, man. Just chilling. How's the weekend treating you?
Pretty good, man. Okay, so is it on me? Wait a minute, why is it on RG? Hold on.
Yeah, I show. Yeah, you got it paused, and then it's your turn, and then on my phone, it's updated on my phone, so it's reflecting what's on the screen right there.
Okay. So let me hit resume. All right.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, it's weird. That's very weird. Okay, I seem like it's going now.
Yeah, you took Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Breach.
Breach.
And Saquon. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
You been having some good family time this weekend on the holiday weekend, TD?
Yeah, man. Right now I got some steaks. My girl got some steaks going right now, man. I went and got me a ribeye.
Nice, man.
I wanted some tomahawks or actually a porterhouse, but I couldn't find none, man. I think I was late.
Everything probably got picked over.
I know, man. I know.
Do you like where you live? Do you like shrimp and lobster and stuff? Or are you not a seafood guy?
I love seafood.
Yeah.
And here we go again with I don't know if it's the 2 auto picks or what's going on.
I'm showing Curry's on the clock, and then you just paused it.
Right. Okay.
I do know the video is slower than the app, so the app will be quicker than the stream. I know that, but it shouldn't
Right.
with none of that stuff. And then it just on my phone it shows time's up for Curry's pick.
Right, and it's not going to the next pick. I'm not liking this. This is the first time this has happened.
Yeah, I've never seen this happen before.
It could be on my end because it was a storm earlier. I don't see Curry. I don't see anybody in the chat. They're not saying anything in the chat, so I don't know. Nez, it didn't caught up all of a sudden.
Whoa, it auto-picked like 5 people in a row. It auto-picked Marvin Harrison for me.
My picks ain't work. Okay, so let me pause it and let me go back. I'm going to try this one more time, guys. I'm going to try this one more time. Okay, let's see what happens now. Because it's saying these people are on auto, but I see that they got the green bean beside their name.
Black Panther bounced.
Okay, I see Curry bot picked.
Yeah, Curry took AJ Brown, and then Silva's on the clock now.
Right.
It could be the servers. Someone said in the chat that could be true.
For sleeper?
Yeah, and then Roll just came in and said he'll take over for the number 1 team. If I don't know if you could pause him and let him in or how that works.
Right. You think there's a lot of people on sleeper tonight or something?
I mean, people don't got to work tomorrow, so I mean, if you're into fantasy football, it's a good night to draft, to do a mock, you know.
Right.
It was wild. You are on auto pick. No, I'm not. Time's up.
Yeah.
It's all wacky, man. Even on my phone, it shows people like dropping out and coming back in and stuff.
Right. I have no clue what's going on.
It's probably sleeper. It's going back and forth way too much. Want to just start a new one. Do you want to do a new one, TD? Put it for like 7-10 or something?
Yes, I'm just gonna start the whole draft over. I'm just gonna take everybody pick away, and refresh it and try that. If not, then guys, I'll just get rid of this video and try to do something else. Yeah, right. I think we're just gonna do a new one. I'm just gonna take everybody picks away. You think I should leave everybody out there or just do a whole new draft?
I would say just I mean, we're all here. Like, if you end this one and back it out and just build up a new one. But if it's sleeper bot though, like if there's a problem with sleeper bot, it might do the next one too.
Right, it's caught up now, but I'm just going. This is too far gone. So let me pause it. Let me draft settings, general settings. Okay, so let me just, I guess, delete draft. So delete the draft and just come into a new one.
That's what I would do.
Okay,
just
that's
build it, and you should be able to put it in the live chat on YouTube, and we should all be able to join.
Right. Okay. All right, I'm putting it in the link in YouTube right now. right, let me put it in. Let me pin it in the chat. Unpin this one. All right. Oh, you gonna come in and take my 12 spot? I see you.
All right, everyone's coming back in, it looks like. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Roll, get in there.
And tell me, with that type of pitcher that he got, tell me he ain't gonna pick the same 2 players that I picked.
He might.
I'd have forced removal, but I ain't gonna do that to you, Dawson Chris. All right, we need 2 more people. Thank you, everybody, for being patient. I don't know what the hell is going on with Sleeper, but I guess things happen like that sometimes.
Yeah, technology ain't always flawless.
Right.
T. Looney.
Travis Looney in the building. B-Roll, where you at, B-Roll? Who?
Roll that one spot.
It ain't Dawson Chris, is it?
Well, he does. He got a picture of Breach, it looks like.
That might be him. That might be B-Roll. Come on up, B-Roll. I need to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, that's him. That's him. He took your spot.
We need one more. We need to pick one. There you go. Here you come. What's going on, bro?
Hey.
Man, you took my 112, bro.
Yeah. I like drafting at the end in Superflex.
I ain't mad at you. I can't win no money anyway. It's
a war, man. Mock drafts is a battle.
Right. The number 1 is the best. All right, CHB in the building. The 112 this year, if you can pick, that's the spot that I want. It's the best spot. I don't even got my cue right, but guess what, guys? I don't care. We're going to start it off. I'll be good. It's going to make me better. So let's go. Hey, guys, let me look at the like button. We need to get the likes up, because one time I did a mock draft. I was on live for about 2.5 hours, and I had 5 likes. I will never do that again. Okay, we got 9 likes. Let's get it up to about 10, 11 likes, guys. Okay. Let's go. I'm about to start. Okay.
All right, let's see if it works now.
Oh, I got let me change the draft name real quick. Let me see here. Because it says 17. I don't know if that really matters. It probably don't matter. We're just gonna go ahead and ball it out.
Took CMC. There we go. CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek. Okay, it looks like it's going now.
Right.
What's up, Roll? Happy Sunday, man.
Yeah. I did not get a lot of sleep last night.
What's going on? What you doing, man? You up with your girlfriend?
Nah.
How your channel doing, man?
It's doing okay.
You putting out content every day?
Most days.
Okay. Yeah, it's the off season. That's not really huge right now.
Yeah.
But when the season starts, man, it's big to stay active, because that's how you're gonna get subscribers, man. You can get 10, 15 subscribers a day once fantasy football season starts.
I followed you, dude.
Yeah, I saw that.
How many people have
I like the shorts, man. They're funny.
Yeah. Not very awake right now.
What were you playing new Fortnite last night or what? What's going on?
No.
Okay, this is on me. Let me make my pick.
You got work tomorrow, TD?
No, sir.
Yeah.
That's why I'm being late. Actually, man, this year, I think I'm gonna do some late night streams. I think late night streams are getting hot. So I'm gonna think this year when fantasy football season start, I'm gonna do some late night streams. What's going on, CHB?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm on the clock again. Hold on.
You still got breach.
That's not who I really wanted, but I'll take that. I didn't know what was on the board.
Oh, so you didn't take Bijan, but never mind, he was gone. I missed that.
What's going on with you, bro?
I'm chilling. You know, enjoying the holidays a little bit, weekend.
You cook out and grill?
A little something.
Right. What everybody in here, what y'all eat? Tell me what y'all like favorite grilling food on the holiday is.
Burgers and ribs. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What about you, Harambe?
I had brisket with my friend today. He's got a green egg smoker grill thing. He made a big old brisket.
Right.
Yeah, it was good.
What about you, Ro?
Not a whole lot into like barbecue and whatnot.
Okay, where you from, man?
Utah.
Oh, okay. So you a seafood guy, right?
Nah.
What's your food?
Whatever my family makes.
This guy, he say he good. That's a real man's dinner. Whatever's on the table.
Yeah.
What about you, TD? Like, if you had any choice of like something to grill, what would it be?
Hot dogs and chicken wings.
Hot dogs are underrated.
Yes, especially with the fixings.
Yes. There's I mean, you might know about him being on the East Coast. There's a guy on YouTube named Chris's Red Hots, and he has like his own hot dog truck, and he has all these like specialty style dogs, and he has a GoPro that he wears, and he just video records him like making it. Every time I watch it, I get hungry, man. It's a problem.
I gotta go check him out, man.
I got my girl watching it with me. Like we'll sit down and have some drinks and watch this dude cook hot dogs on his channel.
Right. So I see Perry went wide receivers, even in the Superflex league. The quarterbacks are staying on the board, guys. That's why I really not big at taking quarterbacks early, unless I can get exactly the guys that I want. Nifty, I love your quarterbacks. You got 2 rushing upside quarterbacks. You're killing it. Let's see what you're going to be able to do for the rest of the draft, though. Okay. Yeah. I like that stack. Perry Bot, you killing it. I love your 3 wide receivers. Aaron Holloway, you squeezing the Detroit Lions offense. Some really good teams in here. RG got Puka Nacua, Saquon. The road got A.J. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs, both his guys. And you took A.J. Brown at the 112. That's great value to take A.J. Brown. He's falling this year.
Yeah. A.J. Brown was still like what, wide receiver 5 last year?
Right.
He was really hot, and then he started falling off towards the end.
He didn't even play in title week. I could have used him against the Bucks, I think it was.
CHB, what made you take Marvin Harrison? You think that's good value at the 212? It might not be on right now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I don't know what happened. Okay. Yeah, the reason I looked at it from the perspective of one, kind of best player available in my opinion, but two, the value he's getting. Like Kyler Murray is coming back, and they want to make Marvin Harrison an immediate impact based on his pedigree, route running. Like he's gonna get the ball thrown to him a lot because, I mean, yeah, I know they have Michael Wilson as they hyping him up, but I'm like, nah, I think Marvin Harrison's gonna be the alpha. You got Trey McBride, but the thing about it is Marvin Harrison will be the one that gets the most targets in a lot of ways because he's going to come out the gate booming. That's just my opinion. So I said, why not get a jump on it before everybody else does?
Right. I'll let you get Kyler Murray since you spoke it first. I went on and said, well, let me go on somewhere else then, since that's what your plan is. I don't want to steal your guy.
Well, I ain't want Kyler Murray.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Right. He already gone. Okay.
No, like Kyler Murray came. What I know, I said. I mean, I'm not taking Kyler Murray, but like just saying, I'm like, oh, okay, Marvin Harrison, why not?
Oh, okay. You say he got a good quarterback as with Kyler.
Yes, it's just he's not one of my players to take. That's all.
Right. Okay.
So,
what was your strategy, Rami? What are you trying to do in a Superflex league?
Well, I can't really disclose that yet because I'm going to try to do it in this draft.
Okay, I understand. I understand. That is perfect. And you're right, because people will, as soon as you say something, they will take your guy.
There's one guy that should not be there still, in my opinion.
No.
Have y'all guys heard about Williams in practice?
Well, I heard he did good, and then he sucked one day.
Yeah, he had like 6 interceptions.
Ooh. Caleb? No, Caleb, right?
Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I saw that coming, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know. I think it's too early to break any of that down. I don't think nobody can suck right now.
I'm gonna say this as a Packers fan. I mean, I'm not saying biased. I mean, I'm not trying to sound biased, but even before that, I'm not a big believer in Caleb Williams. That's just my 2 cents. I just feel like they hyped him a little too much. I feel like there was other people that was better. I'm not gonna say who because y'all might snipe him from me, but I feel like even though they put all those weapons around him, I feel like it's gonna be like another Baker Mayfield situation, how they did with the Browns.
Woo! You gonna put Baker on Williams?
Yes, I'm gonna pick real quick. 1 second.
What do you think of Rami about Caleb Williams? You think he's going to be a top end quarterback? He's going to be on like a CJ Stroud type level.
I think he'll be good. I think he'll actually be better for fantasy than in real life, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like I don't know enough about the Bears defense to know like if they're able to shut people down. Cause I know at the end of the season last year, the Bears were a pretty good defense like the last 3 or 4 weeks. So I don't know if they lean more on the run to maybe take some off of them, but they went and got out all those receivers to help them out.
Right.
I mean, I think Caleb, he's just as good as a prospect as like anybody else. I mean, his ceiling is sky high.
I like some other rookie quarterbacks more than him.
Like who, Robbie?
I like Daniels more than Caleb.
Why?
Rushing. And when's the last time USC put out a good quarterback?
Right. I don't really like those narratives, though. I feel like because look at CJ Stroud with Ohio State.
The narratives aren't anything to follow. It's just stuff I think about. Like they don't carry really any weight. But that kind of stuff goes for me. I think he's going to be good. Oh, hang on one second.
Right. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get ready.
But I watched a lot of film on him because I got a dynasty draft coming up and I'm the number 2 pick, so he could fall to me. So
right.
He's good on film. Like his college tape is money. It seems like he's hard to tackle, and he's good on the run, and he does run a little bit too. I compare him to like a maybe like a Big Ben or something like that.
Got you.
I don't know. I'm saying Patrick Mahomes in him.
Like his decision making and like the way he plays.
Yeah.
But to me, like you were saying, TD, it's so early. We're still in like early months of the season. So a lot of these media guys need to write stories to get, views and clicks and reads and whatnot. So they might post stuff that's controversial or that's not exactly accurate.
Right.
I'm just personally like more excited for Daniels, but I like rushing quarterbacks or running quarterbacks. And I think the Commanders or, Washington's due for a good quarterback finally. I didn't think Howell was that bad last year. He was a serviceable fantasy quarterback.
Right. It was, even though he was was he a rookie or was he in the second year?
He was a rookie, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he was in the second year.
Howell, yeah, he was in his second year.
Let's see. Looks like I got sniped.
Yeah, I got sniped too. Alvin Kamara, B Silver sniped me with Alvin Kamara. When I first started doing this, I was getting A+ type teams because I was getting Alvin Kamara, I was getting Breach, Trey McBride, Zay Flowers, Michael Pittman. I was getting all these guys. Anthony Richardson now, y'all won't let me sniff them. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, these drafts are getting real.
I'm telling you, I think I got probably some of the toughest mock drafts. And I'm not trying to pat myself, but I'm really happy with y'all guys. My opinion, I think y'all are drafting phenomenal now. I think y'all was going to get like Zamir White. You're not letting them sit around. Austin Eckler, you're not letting them sit around. And that's what happened in my leagues, man. That's why I believe I haven't. Man, I won 2 or 3 championships in leagues that guys that don't follow my channel, I killed. But guys that follow my channel, I didn't do well at all. I did okay, but all my players are gone. CHB, every league I'm in, he taking Tyreek Hill and Amon-Ra St. Brown early.
I don't recall. Why you don't put that lie on me? That didn't happen. No, that didn't happen.
Look, man, he drafted Tyreek Hill in a startup dynasty league with the 1-6, and everybody was like, "Hey, that's crazy." I knew then. I said that he going to win it this year. And then so after the draft, he waited on quarterback. He had killer wide receivers. He had Tyreek, Amon-Ra, and CeeDee Lamb. The CeeDee Lamb that's his guy. Like I wasn't that high on CD. He took CD, and I was like, okay, well, I can beat his team because he needs some defensive players and he don't have a good quarterback. And he took his first round pick and traded for Jordan Love. The dude told me, he said, "Man, he want Jordan Love." I said, "Don't do it, man. You do it. He's going to win the championship." The dude did it. He won the championship. Yeah, I'm starting the best ball league this year, Harami. So the road, CHB, all of y'all, if y'all want to get in this best ball league, you're welcome to it.
Yeah, man, I want in. I want to play.
Right. And I'm going to do some free leagues for guys that are members too of the channel. So if you're a member of the channel, you automatically get into a league win. What you're going to win is depending on what tier you in.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not doing any more dynasty, man, because I don't have time to set my lineup. But I'm gonna do dynasty best ball, not dynasty where you have to set your lineup.
Do you only do sleeper for format, or do you do like ESPN and Yahoo and some of the other ones too?
I got some hometown leagues that I use ESPN, but if I'm doing it like far as with my YouTube, I'm gonna use Sleeper, man. It's just so much easier.
Yeah, Sleeper is the best app for a lot of these drafts and just in general a lot of everything. Honestly, I didn't use Sleeper until I got in T's league, and I'm like, wait a minute, what have I been doing my whole fantasy career? And yeah, I speak on it. And also too, yes, T was right. I was kind of doubting my team and everyone thought like he on the quarterbacks, I was not easy, but like I wasn't going to make it. But yeah, when I made that trade for Jordan Love and I gave a first round pick for him, everybody was like, "Oh, that's like you said, that's crazy." I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a shot on it, see what happens.
Oh, I already knew. I already knew. You didn't have to tell me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Also, I did pick Puka Nacua in the 6th round as well in that league as well.
Damn. In the rookie startup, right? The rookie. In the rookie draft, right?
Yeah. I think I traded up for him because I traded you my 7th round pick.
Right.
Or whatever it was. And I picked Puka. It was back-to-back picks. It was Stetson Bennett and Puka Nacua.
Right.
So that was just a crazy, value right there. That's still paying dividends. So now I probably got I legit had the best receiving core in the whole league for like the next, I don't know, five years right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do in my dynasty. I just take receivers.
Yeah.
And then running backs.
Right. You can finagle running backs. You can finagle running backs, and all quarterbacks are going to put up average numbers. So if you got the elite wide receivers who are I would call the main meal of fantasy, I think you're going to be good.
All right. I see somebody took Odunze. Okay. I see what you're doing here. I like what you do. Ooh, okay. Oh, I see. You got Will Levis now. Okay, I see what you did there.
Yes, sir.
You want to take Will Levis? You trying to get that payback? Payback. Okay.
I don't know how much I love that Levis pick.
Oh, look, listen, man. Hold on. Let me jump on this one.
In the 8th round of a Superflex?
That's crazy value.
Wasn't JJ McCarthy on the board?
Yes, JJ McCarthy has been through over 2,500 yards in the season. I gotta see it. I gotta see it first. You could be right. I'm not gonna sit there and say he's the best.
And on top of that, he's still got to learn the playbook, and he's not even gonna start the season. It's gonna be Sam Darnold probably for the first 3 games at least already. They already kind of said that. And the fact is, and J. McCarthy might be need a little bit more developing. That's just what I'm hearing.
Roll, are you high on McCarthy for like dynasty and stuff?
I would say I'm fairly high, not too high. I'm high on Drake May, according to most people.
I'm higher on May than JJ.
I am too.
I'm more the same as well. I'm more high on May than JJ as well.
Just gotta bet on the talent and the prospect. It's exactly what Drake May is. Would have easily been the first quarterback selected in last year's class.
Not saying in the draft. Let's get the likes up, fellas. I think we only got 9 likes.
Christian Watson gone off the board. God dang, right before me. That would have happened. It would happen.
Oh, this stuff is fun.
Nice Gus Edwards pick, by the way.
Thanks, man.
I wanted to get him, but I got nervous. I was like, man, if I don't get him now, I'm gonna be playing with some real weak rookie quarterbacks. So I went on got Will Levis. I actually think Will Levis has upside, and either way, I'm willing to stream quarterbacks with the team that I have.
Taysom Hill might be the most overrated player right now. In the ADP, he's projected to go ahead of McCarthy and Baker Mayfield, Drake May, Deshaun Watson.
Outside of Watson, I agree with
I'm
that,
not
but I
betting
won't
on
take him
Taysom
before
Hill
Deshaun
like
Watson.
that.
Well, isn't he listed as a tight end only now?
Who?
Taysom Hill. I don't think he's listed as.
They're gonna put him as quarterback tight end once again. That's what they're gonna do. He's a part system. They already trying to find another Taysom Hill already. So don't be surprised if he's quarterback tight end again or H back. And heck, they might throw a wide receiver in there this year. It's just what they do with Taysom Hill. That's the only thing that's guaranteed in its NFL.
Taysom Hill is fun to watch, man. And if he has both of those positions next to his name, it's like a cheat code. You could plug him in.
Right.
Exactly. I love Taysom Hill.
Right. I was one of the I was one of the first guys telling people to draft Taysom Hill before he actually got that dual role. And when it happened, man, I got shitted. They actually tried to make you put him back in at like quarterback or something. I thought that was bullshit. I'm like, no, let me put him at tight end, even though he's starting at quarterback.
Yeah,
he has like. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead, actually.
I was just gonna say, like, he's weird because you could plug him in. He has like these monster games, and then he'll put up 2 points for a couple weeks, and then he's so volatile because you don't know when to start him. Right. You don't know when they're gonna scheme him in.
Hey, high risk, high reward.
For sure.
That's most tight ends right now.
God, jeez.
I mean, Kittle ain't the same anymore. Kittle is not the same. I'm sorry. You know, he had too much competition. He's mostly blocking more than anything now.
He's the best blocking tight end in the league, in my opinion.
Agreed, yes. Like,
if you could get points or bonuses for blocking, like, that's a first-round pick, right?
Yep, agreed. That's the case. We need to put offensive lineman in Fantasy Dynasty. That'd be crazy. Offensive lineman.
They need to.
Could you imagine somebody taking Lane Johnson for the first overall pick? Lane Johnson.
So many people wouldn't even play fantasy. I mean, how the people play fantasy don't even know like the wide receiver twos on teams and stuff.
Right.
It's real. I mean, that's good. Mark. I mean, I'm gonna have to throw it. You said George Kittle's the best blocking tight end. You could put Mark Andrews up there because he blocks a lot as well, but he's hurt a lot also.
Yeah.
Bro, what I will say about your team, I think you got a real great fourth quadrant team with some veterans players. So your team could be the most dangerous teams going down the fourth quadrant because if a Dunze end up being that guy and Bauer start balling with a Donald Mitchell, I like those guys. The only thing you just got to manage the storm if they don't start off fast.
That was an auto pick. Damn it. I'd never draft that guy. That's okay, though.
Yeah, because even if you did do that in real life, he still looks like he's going to start off with the job.
Oh, my girl called me twice. I missed the call, and I think it auto-picked. That's all right.
CHB, you like that number one overall pick, don't you?
I mean, it just been falling to me. Like, okay, let me take the number one pick, see what happens. But I just go where the draft tells me. So if it's saying number one pick, number one pick. If it's a sixth pick, a sixth pick. But luckily, I've just been rolling the dice. I've been getting number one picks.
I'm actually more interested in an early pick this year for the leagues I'm in. Last year I had the 10th pick out of 12. Damn.
I think we about to see a lot of rookie picks.
I think I got most of the rookies looking at how the board fell to me. I'm like, oh, I got all the rookie receivers right here.
You guys think McCaffrey's little brother is going to do anything in Washington?
He may.
I think he'll be okay.
He'll be a top 5. He can be a top 5 rookie. I said it.
I believe in him, man. I think that just on name value and who his family is, and they got good work ethic, and I believe in him too, man. I'm targeting him in a late round in my dynasty draft coming up.
Go for it. I mean, like I said, he has potential, especially if they're going to use him a lot. I mean, that's going to be a crazy receiving course that goes off. McLaurin, Dotson, and then McCaffrey. Jaden Daniels might be causing some headaches too.
I like the coaching staff they put together there as well.
Yes. Oh yeah, and going back to the Will Levis pick. I mean, I'm still all for it because anything their coach is Bill Callahan, and he pretty much made that offense for the Bengals what it is now. So every time people have played for Bill Callahan, they've had good seasons. So anybody down that Will Levis pick, you're going to be surprised how he goes off this season.
Right. I don't know if he's going to go off, but I definitely think it's worth the risk because I think he has upside. He has a strong arm. I think he got veteran wide receivers, and then you got Calvin Ridley, where he don't have to be the number one. He got D-Hop out there. I think that helps out Calvin Ridley to be the number 2 wide receiver. Then you got Treylon Burks, who's going to be trying to get behind the defense as the number 3 wide receiver or a gadget guy. Then you got Tajay Spears catching passes. I think Will Levis has a chance to be better than what he was last year. And if he can give you a couple boom games and get better at the end of the season for the 4th quadrant, I think he can give you some value.
Not to mention, you still got Chigo there waiting in the wings to go off.
Who's their tight end? It's a rookie, right?
No, it's Chigo. Chigo, whatever. I can't pronounce it. Chigo.
Yeah, Chigo Okonkwo.
Chigo Okonkwo.
Chigo, yes, and he is still fast.
So guys, let's go ahead.
That dude is a deep sleeper then for a tight end.
Yeah, he is, but he's just a different type of tight end. He don't run a lot.
I am so lagging out on my end.
Are you?
You're good.
I just don't think Chigo catch a lot of passes down the field. That's the only thing that I would say. But as far as getting the ball in his hand and making people miss, I think he's good at that.
He's fast though, isn't he? Like he's pretty fast.
He is, yes. Very.
I like him. I drafted him last year in my redraft as my backup tight end. I ended up dropping him because they didn't use him at all.
Okay, guys. So let's start breaking some of these teams down. So we'll start off with CHB. Who went with Christian McCaffrey with the 1-on-1. Never can hate on that. I'm not taking Christian McCaffrey, but I'm not going to never deduct anybody from taking him because this guy has been a top 5 running back 70% of his career. So that's always a good pick. The 212 taking Marvin Harrison, I'm not doing it. I think he's a rookie. I think if you can weather the storm, I think he's going to be good later in the season, but I wouldn't take him at the 212. Jalen Hurts at the 3-1 is good. Malik Neighbors at the 4-12. That's 2 wide receivers. That's okay. I don't want to do that. I think because you could be waiting on these guys to boom. James Cook in the 5th. I love James Cook. I think this is going to be a rushing offense in Buffalo. Jaden Daniels. I think that's good to have him as the 2nd rushing quarterback. And I also have him as your number 2 quarterback. Terry McLaurin, you got the stack. I love Xavier Worthy in the 8th. I think that's a good pick. Keon Coleman goes with another. Some of these rookie wide receivers, one of these guys are going to hit, but all of them is not going to hit. I don't believe. And Brian Robinson in the 10th, I think he's going to give you a safe floor. He's going to be the goal line back there, and so he could have 10 rushing touchdowns. And Torrey Franklin, I like him. I'm gonna get his team Man, I'm gonna have to be hard on you early, man. I'm gonna have to get this team a B-. The reason why I'm giving it a B-, I think you have a lot of rookie wide receivers. I think this team could become an A- at the end of the season. But starting off, I don't think Keon Coleman is gonna start with 10 targets, and so Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harris. So I don't think they all are gonna finish as top 24 wide receivers your first week, and you're gonna need that to win. So I give this team a B-. What do you think, Rambi?
I think McLaurin will smash his draft spot this year. Obviously, he's not a rookie. I'm not sold on Worthy yet, man. He's very fast. They'll scheme him in, reverses, probably some play action stuff. Franklin, I want nothing to do with the Denver Broncos. I'm still pissed off about my auto pick for Javonte Williams. Robinson's a great value. For me, you gave it a B-, you said?
Yes.
I think that's a fair score. Only because I'm very high on Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. We don't know yet. And then with all those other rookie receivers, it drops it down for me. CMC is a great guy, so that's going to carry him all year. I mean, he's going to get points there. And then if one of those or two of those guys hit, those rookie receivers, and then Daniels balls out, this is a real good team. But just to nitpick, yeah, it's a B to a B- for me as well.
Right. Go ahead, talk about your team, CHB. Oh, wait a minute. Ro, go ahead. Break down his team first. Maybe he's lagging. Okay. Go ahead, CHB.
Me?
Oh, yeah. Ro, go ahead. Break his team down, the number one team.
I like CMC. I mean, there's guys I would have preferred over him, but I still like it. Marvin Harrison at the 212, that's fine. Jalen Hurts at the 3-1, that's fine value. Like James Cook in the 5th. There's quarterbacks I would have preferred over Jaden Daniels, but he got that Terry Scary stack and that Brian Robinson stack. A lot of rookie wide receivers. Probably too much rookie wide receivers in redraft. I mean, some of those guys aren't going to hit right away.
CHB knows what he's talking about.
Probably give it like a C+.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say, Robbie?
I was just saying CHB, like, I like his takes and he knows what he's talking about and he's confident. So, I mean, we're speculating this could be a title team. We don't know. 2 of these receivers could carry CMC, and then that quarterback Hurts. And then if Daniels balls out and is like a rookie of the year type guy, like this is a very dangerous team.
Right. What would you say, CHB? What would you thinking?
I mean, there was a method to my madness with this because if you look at all the players I took, McCaffrey, the 49ers are going to run him. Like, they're going to really use him they're going to run him, but at the same time, they know how to manage his carries as well. But every time his carries happen, it booms. Harrison, like I said before, he really has no serious competition besides Trey McBride there to not get a lot of looks. So they're going to give him a lot of opportunity, and they want him to win. Based on his pedigree. Jalen Hurts, they pretty much he'll either get goal line touches because the touch push. That's what he's going to do still, but he's a Konami code type quarterback like always. Enablers, once again, he's playing on the Giants. There's no other competition there. Yeah, you got Jalen Hyatt. Yeah, you may have Slayton, but Enablers is going to get the first looks all the time. So he's going to get a lot of targets, and James Jones is probably going to hyper target him. James Cook, you got to say more about the Bills. They're going to use him a lot because there's nobody really there besides the tight end Dalton Kincaid and him. So James Cook is going to really be used a lot, and the offensive coordinator, Joe Barry. He is going to run James Cook like Christian McCaffrey is. So that's why he's going to be a pass-catching hybrid. And Jaden Daniels, you got to say more. Terry McLaurin, the stack. You got that because he's a veteran, but he can boom at any given time. So I feel like this is going to be the year Terry McLaurin really does his thing. Worthy is going to be like another Tyreek Hill type clone. So they're going to make sure he gets his work in. The Holmes going to work for him like crazy. And like I said, Keon Coleman, already he's getting praise and love from Josh Allen. He's going to be the guy there long term. Whether it's going to be the situation of it could start off slow, but this is definitely going to be a fourth quarter team because they're going to get plays all year because they're rookies. So I can see it really being a big deal. And Brian Robinson, they're going to use him because to help the rookie out, triple stack. And Troy Franklin, Bo Nix already loves him. And guess what? Sean Payton loves him. So you know what that means? Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. So I would give this team at least a B plus right now.
Right. Yeah, I like again. So we're gonna go through the chat real quick, but I would say C plus B minus, but standing alone, if those rookies hit, I mean, you can have the best team. But I find it hard to say that Xavier Worthy, Keon Coleman, Troy Franklin, and Marvin Harrison all hit. If two of them hit, you will have a solid team. It could be a B plus, A minus team. So I don't think it's bad going with the rookies. You're just gonna have to work the waiver wire. And if you drop one of your rookies, I think that's going to be terrible. I think you got to hold on to these guys all year. So if you lose too many games that don't make it to the playoffs, that's part of taking rookies. If you drop a guy and somebody else picks him up and they end up booming, that's going to hurt your team. But I understand taking shots on rookies. I don't know if I would really do this in a real draft or a money draft, but I think it could hit. I think you got a lot of upside there. According to the chat, we got Ethan. He says C plus. I don't know how much rookies he got for redraft. I don't like how much. Oh, he said I don't like how much rookies he got for redraft. Aaron Holloway says B minus. Zach says C plus. Civil Raptor says B minus. And Aaron Holloway says, okay, he's talking to somebody else. So with all that, I think it's about a B minus. We got 2 B minuses. We got a couple of C plus. I'm gonna give you a B minus. All right.
I accept it. It's all good. You know, that was just my take on it. But hey, you know, we'll see what happens when the real season starts.
Right. It's just hard to judge rookies. We can't give any rookies like a great grade. We can't give any of these rookies a great grade because we haven't seen them play. Right? Even Jamar Chase, we just saw him as a rookie. We'd have had to say, we don't know. So like I said, anything can happen.
Team full of Jamar Chases, that'd be crazy.
What'd you say?
A team full of Jamar Chases would be crazy if that happened. A team full of Jamar Chases, they all go off.
Right. It's possible with the way the new NFL is. Mr. Anderson says, I like CHB breakdown. He said he liked your team.
Appreciate it.
I like it too, man. The more I look at it, I'm kind of coming around to it. I think the Commanders, I think people are sleeping on them bad for fantasy.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. And remember, garbage time points.
Yes.
That can happen.
Yes. It will.
All right. We got T. Looney. Go ahead, CHB. You can break his team down.
All right. Looking at T. Looney. Okay, I love the CeeDee Lamb pick because same thing I said before. He's going to get all the opportunity because there's no one else there to challenge CeeDee Lamb. I mean, yeah, they give him the Ryan receivers, but CeeDee Lamb is a guy. Great pick. Kyler Murray, solid pick as a quarterback. I'm not a fan of him, but at the same time, he is a good quarterback because he is a runner. So there you go. That's a cheat code as well. I love Josh Jacobs because the Packers are going to run him as well because they're going to be giving him more opportunity, especially that contract he signed. So he's still young and he's still a lot of mileage on it. Rashad White, pass catching specialist. They're going to use him a lot. Let's see. Baker Mayfield loves him. So there you go. DJ Moore, he is a quarterback safety net. He's going to get again, I'm pretty sure he will be mostly Caleb Williams' favorite target, just like how it was with Justin Fields. And then George Pickens, I love George Pickens. Like I know you're not a fan of us, TD, but I feel like he is really going to explode this year. I feel like he'll have an Antonio Brown type season, like whether it's with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. Evan Ingram, he's going to do the same last year, so I love it. Christian Watson, you took my pick. You took my pick right before me. That's my guy. Randy Moss 2.0. He will bounce back better this year. They will find a way to manage injuries. Love Mostert. He's older, but I know he's still going to get a lot of touchdowns. Singletary, Not so much because I feel like he's going to get his job taken very easily. Baker Mayfield, not a fan as much, but I see what you did there to kind of have him with Rashad White. He was the best available as far as quarterbacks. So I see what you did there. I mean, overall, this team here, I still say it's a B plus.
What you think, Harambe?
1 sec, man. Sorry, an ad popped up. I had to skip through it. I love CeeDee Lamb. I love Kyler Murray. The running backs are solid. Where this team lost me was the last 3 rounds. So I agree with CHB. I think Mostert will get a lot of touchdowns again this year. He's not going to get 20, though. And on a past draft, I was saying how I think they're going to use him earlier and save the younger running backs for later in the season. And then Singletary, I call him single carry. Teams he's on don't seem to use him till the end of the season, and then he becomes like a top 3 or a league winner. I don't see that this year. And then Baker, I think for a last round pick, it's not bad in the Superflex, but I would give this team a B.
I love CeeDee Lamb. Not that I'm taking a lot of CeeDee Lamb, but it's a great pick. It's at the 1-2. Look what he did. If he don't go to camp, I'm not taking him. But I love CeeDee Lamb. Kyler Murray in the second pick. I thought that was a little early for Kyler. But if you like him, I understand. So maybe, hopefully, you know, he was trying to stack with him. Josh Jacobs and Rashad White. I can't say too much about those running backs at that point. DJ Moore, I don't know, man. I need to see more from Caleb Williams, but I'm not going to deduct you from it. I like Pickens, but I'm not going to count on Russell Wilson to hyper target him, and I'm not going to count on Justin Fields to hyper target him. So right now, I'm giving this team like a B. Evan Ingram, I'm always going to give people respect when they draft Evan Ingram. He's been a top 5 tight end for the last two years. I love Christian Watson in the 8th because it's a boom bust guy like I talked about earlier today. You got to take these boom bust guys. Raheem Mostert is kind of that guy, but I think you have to traject him down, in my opinion, because he had 20 rushing touchdowns. He's not going to get 20 rushing touchdowns this year. And if he doesn't get it, he's not going to be a good fantasy person because he didn't have a lot of yards last year. He had an okay season for his yards, but he had a tremendous season with touchdowns. So I think, you know, I'm not high on him, but you took him at the 9-2, so that's not really a risk. So that's still solid. I'll give this team a B, a solid B. Singletary, I actually like that pick. I think I'm gonna move your team up to a B plus. The reason why is Singletary. We've been talking about him getting beat out. They couldn't beat him out in Buffalo. They couldn't beat him out last year with Dameon Pierce. He came in and helped them win games, big time games, to get them to the playoffs, to play against Baltimore. And he had a fairly decent game against Baltimore. He wasn't trash for Baltimore. Baker Mayfield with the last pick is just Baker Mayfield with the last pick. You can't go wrong. Whatever he give you is icing on the cake. So I think this team is a B. It's close to a B plus. I love the Singletary pick, but me nitpicking with the Mostert pick and I would say DJ Moore. I think you could have got better value right there, but I still think it's a good pick. I think this team is a B. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm rating it hard. I'm giving this team a B. Let me see. The chat says Ethan says B plus. I love the Eagle and Watson and Collar picks. I like those picks too. Zach Simmons says B. Aaron Holloway says B, and Civil Raptor says C plus. So it looks like this team is going to be a B. I'm going to give this team a B because we only got 1 B plus and we got 1 C plus, so that average out to about a B. Okay, T Looney. Okay, B. All right, let's move on to Carry Bot, and you can start off with this one, Harambe.
All righty, got Tyreek Freaky Hill, Devontae, Adams, Ayuk, Diggs. First running back is Mixon, Tua, David Njoku, the rookie Thomas on the Jags, Rodgers, Chubb, and then converted wide receiver to running back Tyrone Tracy. Love the receivers. Got the stack with the Dolphins there. And again, Rodgers, if he stays healthy, that's a good, in my opinion, that's a good QB2 to have in a Superflex. I'm high on Njoku as well. I've liked him since he came into the league. Thomas being a rookie, I was watching tape on him, and he moves a lot like Ridley. He reminds me of Ridley, so it's like they replaced Ridley with a younger guy. Chubb, if he comes back and he returns like flex value, and then Tyrone Tracy, so another rookie. The running backs to me are weak, and it could hurt the team in your fourth quadrant, like you talk about, because you need those running backs late in the winter months. But if Chubb comes back, I mean that strengthens that running back core. To me, this team is it's a B. It's a B. I see another B team.
Okay.
I love the receivers, but in a super flex, I feel like could have done a little bit better with the quarterbacks, maybe.
Right.
But that team is nasty, though. Those are nasty receivers.
I love the Tyreek Hill pick, as you know, that's obvious. I love going with Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is moving up more and more and more to me as the season. His value, I think, is killer value. You getting a number one alpha guy. You got Brandon Ayuk in the third. I'm not a big Brandon Ayuk guy, but you got him in the third. And you got Stephon Diggs. So no matter how many mouths to feed, when you got Stephon Diggs as your fourth wide receiver, I got to give him credit for that. So right now, this team, I would say, is an A- with all those three wide receivers. Those guys are all been in the top 5 last year, all those wide receivers. Mixon, I think, is going to get goal line opportunities, so he's solid. Tua, like I said, I like Tua. You got to stack, so I'm going to be okay with that. I'm going to stay with the A-. I love David Njoku. That's one of my favorites. Guys, Brian Thomas. I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good boom guy. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not that big on Aaron Rodgers. I need to see more, so I'm gonna deduct you. So I'm gonna take it to a B+. Nick Chubb in the 10th round, where you don't need him. Yeah, I think it's a good pick. Tyrone Tracy, I want him. You snipe me. I think this team is a B+. I don't see a bad pick on this team outside of Aaron Rodgers, where I think you needed somebody else a little bit more consistent since you went with Tua. I think you got two guys that are very volatile with their health. So I got to deduct you there. That's why I took you, because I think you almost had an A- team. I mean, you got Tyreek, Devontae, Ayuk, Diggs. Those are killer wide receivers. Probably the best wide receivers so far. I definitely would say that. Mixon, I'm not a big Mixon guy, but I know he's going to get goal line opportunities with the Houston Texans. So that's what I'm giving him value for. I'm not giving him value to be the number one guy, just a 10 rushing touchdown guy to be in the top 24 on an average. That's what you draft that type of guy for. So I'm gonna say a B+. What do you think, CHB?
I mean, you got Tyreek Hill as the number one pick. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That would start the team off as an A+ right there. Then you got Devontae Adams, who was Devontae Adams. Like, you can't ever count that guy out. That man is like quarterback proof. He can play with anybody and put up numbers. Ayuk, like you are, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he's definitely boom bust. Having Stephon Diggs in that Texans offense is going to do wonders for C.A. Stroud, and he's going to get a fourth receiver, so not bad. Joe Mixon, I've never been a fan of him. I've never seen the hype. I thought he was just maybe a mid running back, but he's there for the value, so you'll make up if Stephon Diggs is there. And then Tua and Tyreek Hill, you got them together. You already know they're gonna put up big numbers together again this season, especially as a contract year for Tua right now. And Njoku, they're going to definitely have to get him involved, because at the last season, while Deshaun was out, it'd be crazy not to utilize him.
Come on now.
Brian Thomas, he's going to take over that offense in Jacksonville, so love it. Aaron Rodgers, that's the only one I worry about, because he's come to that Achilles injury, and with his age, like it could still kind of hold him back, still slow time to heal. Nick Chubb, that injury, that's a massive injury, and I don't even think he's going to be even back fully 100% this year. Maybe he's lucky to maybe get to 70%. But even then, he won't have that same burst, and you don't know it will take at least a year to come back. Tyrone Tracy, I like that pick as well because I think he's going to take over the backfield over Singletary.
Right. And real quick, I want to ask you, CHB, because you've been watching me for a while. When I talked about Tyrone Tracy being a top 5 running back, I don't know if you had did your research yet, but did you think I was crazy when I said before he went to the Giants?
Spot on, yeah. Like the whole thing was he had to get into the right situation. Like I felt like if he went to either the Giants or Chargers, he'd been top 5, and he fell to one of them. And if he now has an either path in the Giants because once again, how teams are with Stephen Singletary, they won't give him full workload. So Tyrone Tracy really has an easier path to get to the next level.
Right. To me, it didn't matter what team he went to because I believe when you catch passes, they're gonna get you out there, right? You can get out there and beat somebody. I think Kyron Williams ended up beating Cam Akers out. Yeah, Cam Akers had fell off, but Kyron catch passes really nice in that offense. So when I believe when you catch passes, you have a chance to beat anybody out and get on the field. Jared McKinnon has been out snapping Isaiah Pacheco before last year. Jared McKinnon was a top 12 running back last year, right?
He was.
Year before last, right?
Yeah, don't remind me that one of my leagues he cost me a championship.
Right. So yeah, I just think Tyrone Tracy is that type of guy. It ain't that he's some superstar. I just think his pass catching ability is good. But
yeah. Go ahead,
Would you say CHB?
I'll say one of the biggest dead giveaways is when you see those players that are pass catching, when the teams are telling them to work on that pass blocking, that means they're going to give them opportunity. And they tell them, hey, work on your pass blocking. And I'm just going to say that as a little hint for certain things.
Right. I agree with that. What do you think, Ro?
I like the Tyreek Hill pick. I like Devontae Adams. Brandon Ayuk and Stephon Diggs are okay picks in my opinion, but I don't love them. Joe Mixon is a fine pick. These guys I would have preferred over Tua, like Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Even Njoku's fine, but if there's Kyle Pitts was there, I would have preferred that. It's kind of weak on running backs. Mm-hmm. Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb, Tyrone Tracy, it's okay. Kind of weak on quarterbacks. But overall, probably like a B-. I don't hate it.
Okay. And the chat says, Mr. Anderson says he's going to have to hit the wire to find a sleeper running back. Aaron says waiver wire and find his stash. B, because weak at running back. B says Aaron Holloway, and Charlene says B. So it looks like the team is going to be a B. I was the only one that gave it a B plus. I think Harami gave it a B. I think CHB gave it a B. And the Row gave it a B minus. And then we got other B's. So I think this team is a B. And remember, we'll come back to these teams if we have to and, give them a different grade if it's a tie. Because we got a couple ties right now.
No A's yet, right?
Who?
No A grades yet, right?
No, we have no A's. It's gonna be hard to get A's now, man. Everybody's. I mean, we killing it in the draft.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, we're going with Nifty. The Row, you can start this one off.
I love the Lamar Jackson pick. I don't like the CJ Stroud pick. I think Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray are easily going to be better. I like Joe Burrow better.
What do you mean? You talking about Anthony Richardson for Nifty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
you said really like Stroud. Michael Pittman pick is okay. Mike Evans, Jalen. I love the Jalen Waddle pick. I think that's a steal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I like the 2 rookie running backs. Zach Moss, Tony Pollard. That's all nice. CJ Stroud. Not CJ Stroud. Calvin Ridley. I think that's fine value in the 7th.
Yes.
I love the Watto pick. I think that's really good value. And I like the Mike Andrews pick. And the Lamar Jackson stack. But it's going to get like a B for me.
Right. Yeah,
Could be
that's
better
what
at running back.
Right. I love Lamar Jackson and Anthony Richardson right there. That's I'm gonna get that an A. I'm gonna get that an A. Michael Pittman, A. Mike Evans. I just think he's older. I don't know if he's gonna have the volume all year for you to keep you in there like you want to, but you got Waddle, you're gonna get that boom. So I love Waddle in the 5th. So I'm giving you an A-. Andrews 6'9". The 6'9", I think that's good value.
Yep.
Calvin really in the 7 is great value. But then those 3 running backs, I'm not that high on. I think you're gonna struggle at running back all year. So to me, that brought you down to a D. I mean, if you would have got Pollard and Tajay Spears, I'd have probably kept you maybe at a B+. But right now, I'm have to give you B. You got Zach Moss. He's gonna be getting sniped by Chase. You got Brooks. He's coming off a knee injury. And then you got Benson, who's gonna have to fight out Connor. I don't know how long it's going to take for these guys to take over their backfield and give you consistent value without having one guy to help carry one of those guys. So I'm going to give this team a B. I think it's a really good team. You're just going to have to work the waiver wire for your running backs.
Yeah.
What do you think, Robbie?
I'm actually higher on this team than UTD. I had it at an A-.
Okay.
I don't like the point you brought up where he has Pollard but not Spears. Like if he had those 2 running backs with Ridley, that would bump it up for me. I think Benson will return value sooner rather than later.
Right.
So he could be a serviceable flex within the first couple weeks of the season, depending on what Connor does or how they use him. And then Moss to me is the guy.
Okay.
He's the goal line guy. So if Burrow's healthy, they're going to move the ball up and down the field. We know that. And then if they're at the goal line, Moss is there to punch it in. And Moss was balling out on the Colts last year early. Okay. He was a top 3 running back, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So he's young and he's on a better offense, in my opinion now. I had this at an A-. I would give this team a B+. The Waddle pick is nasty where he got him. He's got the stack with Pittman and Richardson, and then he's got Andrews and Lamar. So he almost had he's got 3 stacks. He's got the Titans stack as well. So I like this team quite a bit, and this team could also come alive in the 4th quadrant with some of those rookies later in the year.
I agree with that, man. I agree with that. You broke that team down really nice. I agree with a lot of what you were saying. I just hopefully if Benson can get going early, I think it could save him, and it seems to be good. What do you think, CHB?
I mean, with this team, I see he went quarterback heavy early. I mean, that's crazy value he got for Lamar. He got Lamar and Richardson back to back. Like that's gonna be definitely hard to stop because all it takes is one of them to have a long run and it's over. But you get both of them have a long run at the same time, that's gonna be trouble for anybody. So I like that overall. He won. That's an A right there, and you got Michael Pittman right there. So that's another great pick because you stack it up right there. Mike Evans, he's older, so he has always a lot of hamstring issues. They always right on time. He'll have his boom weeks, but he'll also have his weeks where he's not healthy at all or not throwing the ball. Jalen Waddle, I think it's going to be a bounce back year. And you got Mark Andrews right there. So you have 2 stacks right there. Cal Ridley and Tony Pollard. That's cool, but like I said, I do wish he would have got Tajay Spears as well. Because I feel like he's going to be the guy. Tony Pollard, yeah, he had a good first season in Dallas, but then he went, you saw what happened this year. Zach Moss, he is going to be the guy, but don't be surprised if the other guy, what's the other guy's name? That's the other running back.
Chase Brown.
Don't be surprised if he usurps Zach Moss, because at one point in time, Zach Moss was supposed to be the guy for the Bills. You saw how that ended. But it is a better offense, so he could work out either way in the goal lines. Jonathan Brooks, he can take over possibly, but that injury, you got to see how that plays out. And I mean, you got Chuba Hubbard, you have him, and then also, I mean, people may not agree with it, but I think Rashad Penny might make some noise in that Carolina offense still.
They
Even
still
though he
got
has
Miles
injury issues.
too.
Yeah, but Miles Sanders seemed like I don't know what's going on with Miles Sanders. It seemed like he just don't have it. He just lost the juice with Philadelphia. That's just me, but we'll see what happens.
Big scheme change.
Huge scheme change, yes. And then Trey Benson, he's taking over that job for James Conner because James Conner can't stay healthy the whole season. But I feel like once he takes the job over, that's over for James Conner. And there you go. So overall, I say this team is an A. I'll say, yeah, okay. That's an A. That's an A. I would say A plus, but that Mike Evans pick, because of what happened to him, takes it away. But it's an A.
Okay. So we got A, B plus, and B minus. And then on the chat, we got Zach says B minus. Aaron Holloway says B plus. Ethan says B minus. Charlene says C. And waiver wire time. So what that equals out, guys, to probably what, about a B plus, maybe?
Probably like a B.
It'd be like a B.
It'd be like a B. Okay.
Yeah, I said that might go B. Yeah.
If those quarterbacks score with their legs and hit those receivers in the same game for a touchdown, that's a win.
So, guys, we got a three-way tie right now. We got one B minus from CHB, and we got the rest of the guys got B's. So this is what we're going to now. This is how tough this is going to be. So we're gonna be nitpicking, like we're gonna be super, super nitpicking. Okay, so we're gonna do Aaron Holloway. I'll start off. I love the Amon-Ra Laporta. You got a stack. You got ETN in the third. That's good value. He was the number one running back for the first 6 weeks of the season. Got Devontae Smith, who was the top 12 wide receiver most of the year. Samir White, who I think is going to get all goal line opportunities. You got Matthew Stafford, who I think has a chance to win MVP. He got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp that he's throwing the ball to, who has broke records. Christian Kirk, who is probably going to be the number one guy, at least starting out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Right now, this team is an A. I'm not an A minus, an A. And Trevor Lawrence, I'm not huge on him, but you got him in the 8th round. McConkey, I think that's solid. I keep it an A. Tobit, I love the Tobit pick. I see you watching the content, bro. Dotson, that's an 18. That's an 18 to me. Go ahead, Rose. What you think?
I would probably say it's an A minus. The only pick that draws it down for me is the Zamir White pick. I think Alvin Kamara is a better pick there. I think Kenneth Walker is. I think I'm kind of even liking Ramondre Stevenson. But I'm not too high on Zamir White. I feel like I'm fairly high, but not too high.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Matthew Stafford pick. I like this Jacksonville stacks. Yeah, all together it's probably going to be an A minus for me.
What do you think, CHB?
Honestly, I mean, I like the Amon-Ra St. Brown pick. Laporta, nice stack because they're going to really feature him again. They have to. Devontae Smith and Travis Etienne, great picks. Zamir White, he definitely going to get a lot of love. I don't care if they make the guy Dylan Labe, but he's going to definitely be the workhorse. Stafford, sleeper of the year. I'll start there. Christian Kirk, I'm not a fan of Christian Kirk. Like, I know people love him, but I'm just never been a fan of Christian Kirk. To me, he's just not the guy. He can have some good games, but he's just not my guy. Trevor Lawrence, he's going to get better. Lad McConkey, he can really take over. He can take over, but he's going to show and prove because, I mean, yeah, you got Quentin Johnston there, and then Brendan Rice and other teams, but he can do something either way. Tober, I don't know about that one. Dotson, great value for a last pick overall. Because again, I was thinking about grabbing him myself, but I just couldn't let go with Trey Franklin. So I had McLaurin. And overall, I mean, I think this team is at least a B.
So just a B?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Harambe?
Let's see. Brown, Laporta. Yeah. I'm high on Zamir White. I like goal line backs. He's a perfect guy to target, even in a PPR league. Even though he doesn't get a lot of passing work, but he's definitely the workhorse. I like Christian Kirk, and I have a weird theory that they took a step back because they were trying to incorporate Ridley so much into the offense, and Kirk was hurt for most of the year, so it probably threw Lawrence off a bit. I expect the Jags to bounce back this year in real life and also be serviceable for fantasy. That triple stack with the Jags I really like because that's pretty much their offense. If you had the tight end there too, that's like an amazing stack to me. Tolbert, I probably wouldn't have taken him there. I would have probably taken one more running back because he's kind of low on running backs. But to me, this team's like a B+.
Okay. So we got B+, B, A minus. And then we got Zach says A. Ethan says B+. Zach said this team is fire. Charlene says A minus. Ethan says Zamir, bring it up. If anything, no way I would take any of those running backs over Zamir. Alvin Kamara is close, but I'm not taking anybody else over. But Alvin Kamara is close. Zach says I like the Amara and the Laporta stack. Lion stack is great. Travis Williams says away 89 is an A minus. Scooby, what's going on, Scooby? Scooby says I need help. I guess I can do this real quick. We're going through the mock, so I guess I'll do this real quick, Scooby. Make sure you subscribe. He says, I need help. I'm big on London and Lad this year in Dynasty, but got offered Water, Zay, and Keon for them. Is that too much to ignore? You got offered Water, Zay, and Keon, and you need help. I'm big on London and Lad this year in Dynasty, but got offered Waddle. Yes, I would take Water, Zay, and Keon over London. Yes, I would do that. 100%. What y'all think?
Yep. Not even a question for me. I would make that trade all day long.
Yeah.
You got two proven receivers and then potential wide receiver one for the Bills. So you're still getting some dynasty value.
Come on now. Right.
I mean, Waddle, I have ahead of London in Dynasty. Keon and Lad could possibly cancel each other out depending how you have them in your rankings. They don't quite cancel each other out, but you're also getting Zay. And I have Waddle ahead of London in Dynasty. Even in redraft, I'm usually taking Waddle over London.
Right. I think I would do the trade.
Yes.
So I'm going to give, what y'all think, with all the average of what we gave him, what y'all think we should give Travis Looney?
Probably like an A minus.
I think it's
B plus to an A minus. It's that territory, but it's sounding you got a lot of A's. You got to give him the A.
Yeah, it's like I got to at least give him the A minus. I think that's what I'm going to do
for sure.
Good job, bro. And this is nitpicking too. I mean, you almost got to be perfect to get this A because I mean, this is how we're doing it. All right, A minus. All right, let's move on to Zach. So, Harambe, you can start off with this one.
All right, so you got Justin Jefferson, you got C.J. Stroud, Zay Flowers, Pacheco, Austin Eckler, Hollywood Brown, Herbert, Big Jake Ferguson, J-Mo, Lil J.J. McCarthy. So you got the stack with Jefferson. I like that. And then you got Blake Corum in the last round. So a lot of media stuff right now saying Corum's going to get a lot of run because Kyron's got an owie, supposedly. So to me, I like this team a lot. I don't see really a bad pick on it either. You got like the last 3 rounds. I personally probably would have gone a different route, but it's hard to mess up those last 2 rounds. And if Corum does get run, he's gonna have some value. And McCarthy, if he's not starting right away, you could plug him in later. So he's got the other 2 quarterbacks there. So he could probably trade one down the road. To me, this is an A- team right here. This is an A team to me. Others might have a different opinion though.
Right. What do you think, Ro?
Jefferson at the 106. That's always going to be nice value. Then he's got CJ Stroud at the 2-7. Yeah, I like it. I feel like he's probably one of the best quarterbacks. Probably was the best quarterback available. Zay Flowers is fair value in the 3rd, in my opinion. Would have preferred Waddle. Would have preferred London or Olave, but I could respect it. Isaiah Pacheco in the 4th is fair value, in my opinion. I actually like it. I mean, if we're nitpicking, I would have preferred Waddle, London, Olave over Zay Flowers. And I would have preferred James Cook over Pacheco, but they're really close back to back. Austin Eckler, I feel like I would have preferred Kenneth Walker, Alvin Kamara there. Hollywood Brown, I feel like that's okay. Justin Herbert, I love that in the 7th. Jake Ferguson's okay, but I would have preferred George Kittle. I mean, overall, I would say this team's probably like a B+.
Okay. What do you think, CHB?
All right. Well, of course, Justin Jefferson. Can't go wrong with that. CJ Stroud. Can't go wrong with that. Zay Flowers. Going to be a monster year for him. Pacheco. I like the pick. Now where it gets right there is the Eckler pick. I feel like you could have got better value there, especially when the people that went after him, such as Alvin Kamara, was right there. Kenneth Walker once again. I mean, I just feel like you just better off taking Brian Robinson at that point. But I mean, you never know. It could work out, but I just did not believe in Eckler at all this year. Hollywood Brown, he's in a better offense now, so he should do well. Justin Herbert, I worry about that because it's going to be a more run-first offense, so there may not be a lot more. He's going to be a play thrower. Jakes Ferguson, great value at tight end, best to run you in. Jameson Williams, this could be the year he really does it, finally. And J.J. McCarthy, I feel like he's still more developmental, but the Vikings believe in him, so we'll see what happens. So once again, he's got to be out Sam Darnold. Some people say it might be easy, but I truly feel like it's going to be a little bit better. Blake Corum, I feel like he would definitely be great because, like I said earlier, Sean McVay's already telling him start developing your pass blocking. So that means he's going to give him opportunities, even though Kyle Williams is the guy. Kyle Williams tends to get injury prone a lot, as I noticed last year. He plays a lot, but he does get hurt. So they got to protect him. His touch will come back. Blake Corum, somebody doesn't keep an eye on. So this team is like a B+. Yeah.
It looks like Zach went out and got his guys. So to me, he did reach on Eckler maybe a round or 2 or 3, but I gotta respect the GM going and getting their guys.
So me just nitpicking. I love the first 3 picks. I think Zay Flowers has a chance to be elite wide receiver on this offense. I think he's the go-to guy. He's the best separator. Pacheco, I like Pacheco, but I think people are stuck on Pacheco late in the season. They don't know that Pacheco don't get the goal line carries like you think he does. This is a Pat Mahomes team, in my opinion. Austin Eckler is a good pick, but you left Kamara on the board, so I'm nitpicky on your running backs. The first 3 picks are good. Hollywood, he's just a guy that I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. I'm just gonna fade. I'm not gonna take him. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be good or he's gonna be bad. I just don't want him. I'm not dealing with a Hollywood Brown. and he also playing on the Kansas City Chiefs, where they don't need him. I think he might be a little bit better than MVS has been. Outside of that, I don't want him. Justin Herbert in the 7 is a great value. He may not score a lot of points this year, but he got him in the 7. Ferguson is a really good tight end in the 8th. I think Ferguson is because Dak Prescott always hyper targets his tight end. Jameson Williams in the 9th is a boom bust guy. McCarthy, just to get a rookie quarterback, if he don't ball out, ain't nobody gonna want him, and you never gonna be able to play him outside of a bye week. So I think you reached a little bit. I think the Corn pick was great. Anything happens to Cowan, we're hearing some things about it. You got Corn. I think that's a great pick. I'm gonna give this team a B. Y'all gave it a B plus. More people gave it B plus. So everybody else gave it a B plus. I gave it a B. We got Ethan saying B minus. We got Aaron Holloway saying B minus. We got Zach saying, I agree. I meant to take Kamara. So he said he should have took Kamara over Eckler. And Charlene says B, do not like the tight end. So would you say B-Row?
I said me neither.
Right. So I think this team, y'all gave a couple B pluses, but we got a lot of B minus in this chat. I think it's a B team. Zach says James Cook doesn't get any goal line carries either because of Josh Allen. If you compare Pacheco to James Cook, I think James Cook has more upside in the offense with them letting Stephon Diggs go than Pacheco does with Worthy and Marquise Brown coming there. I do think Pacheco is going to help them win games when they need Pacheco. But I think James Cook value and his volume is going to get more. It's going to be more than it was last year. I don't think Josh Allen get the same amount of goal line carries as he got last year. But that's a fair point, very fair point. They both get sniped.
He's right.
I mean, I just like James Cook as a talent better.
Me too. As a talent better. And Pacheco they only use Pacheco when they need him. Other than that, if they win him by a lot, they're gonna let Pat Mahomes eat. So I guess I'm gonna give this team a B. Would y'all say B with the chat grades and y'all grades?
Yeah, I would say B is fair.
What you think?
I think I graded it the highest, but I liked this team a lot.
You said A minus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, with a couple B minuses, I mean it could be B plus. I guess I could give it a B plus. Because everybody else outside of me that's on the live said B. So B plus. I'm sorry, I said B plus. So I guess I can go to B plus. Okay. Hey, just food for thought. Who was the guy that time that he said I killed him for Alvin Kamara, and I had to go back and replay the video on the live. You remember that, Robbie?
Yeah, I remember that. That was a few weeks ago.
Who was that?
That I do not remember.
It was somebody that's in the. I forgot who that was. It wasn't B Silver, was it?
I don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't remember who it was, but I do remember that topic for sure.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's good, man. That's good banter.
Would you say CHB?
What's the backstory for that? Like, I probably remember, but like, I need to be reminded of that. What happened again?
Oh, Nifty. If Nifty's saying it, it was Nifty. It was Nifty. Because I said, hey, man,
yeah.
I was like, Alvin Kamara is a great pick. He said, well, Tita, I took Alvin Kamara last week, and you said it was a bad pick. I said, bro, I ain't never said Alvin Kamara was a bad pick. He said, yes, you did. He said, Tita, I've been watching your channel for a long time, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You said it was a bad pick. I said, well, listen, man, after I do this rating, I'm gonna go back and look at the video. We're gonna react to it. And I went back and played it and found it, and I was like, oh, Alvin Kamara, man, that's a good pick.
You brought receipts with the return.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he said, TD, man, I apologize. I was wrong on this one. I said, bro, it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad it was good content, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm sorry,
I had
Nifty.
James Cook in fantasy last year and got very frustrated, bro. And I understand that James Cook is a guy where he's not going to be a dependable RB1 like that, but he's going to give you some big time RB1 games. I think I think James Cook finished as a top 5 RB 2 or 3 times last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially a 36-point game he had against the Cowboys. Not that wasn't this against the Cowboys, but it happened. I'm just saying he went off on that game.
And Arambi helped me reminded me of this. He could have had a crazy game in the championship, but he dropped the pass, right, Arambi?
Yeah, I did not win a trophy because he dropped a touchdown pass, but you can't. It is what it is. He had drop problems and fumble problems, and the coaching staff wouldn't let him get his legs under him. They took him out as a punishment. That's not good to do to a young player, like a young position player like that.
I agree. I never forget when Andy Reid had not CEH, it was Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, first carry of the game, he fumbled going against the Patriots. And it's all Andy Reid said. It went to him and clapped. Said, "Man, don't worry about that." And Kareem Hunt had the biggest game of his career as a rookie. So
yeah, and then
that's why I love Kansas City coaching, man. Coaching is so huge in this.
And then later they would change their minds. Like he would fumble, then they would take him out for like 4 plays and then put him back in for the rest of the game. It's like McDermott doesn't know what he's doing after.
He don't, man. I can't stand McDermott. He's a good defensive coach, but he's terrible head coach.
He's not a good
terrible. He just
like a good head coach.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I definitely don't understand him at all. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you have a talented running back. It's working. Like, everybody fumbles every now and then, but like he's been consistent. Like, give the man a chance. You gonna run Josh Allen to the ground, he will get hit. You got a running back, James Cook. Use him.
I was yelling at my TV. It's like then Josh Allen throws a pick or does a bonehead play. It's like, well, you better take his ass out now too.
Come on now. Preach around me. Preach around me.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Josh Allen fumbles too, but they keep going back into him. Let him run. Like, listen, protect your quarterback. Use your weapons. And that also too, I'm frustrated because that cost me 5 points because I was down by 5 points. I said, give me this touchdown, and I'm in. Nope.
We're not frustrated with the player. We're frustrated with the coaches and like teams they put him in. So I think this year he'll have an even better year.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let's get Harambe's team.
Oh boy,
So PHP, I have you start this one off.
Oh, let me get him. Let me see. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, you got Jamar Chase. Okay, Kyron Williams. Okay, then Joe Burrow. Okay, you got the Bengals stack. Okay, Nico Collins and Metcalf. I love the receiving core. You already winning right there. And like I said, Kyron Williams can do the thing. Jared Goff in the 6th round. Not a bad pick, but I mean, you probably could wait for him, but I know how to run a quarterbacks can be. Kyle Pitts, if this offense really gets it going, he's going to be a problem. And Gus Edwards, I like him, but I know he's going to get replaced easily with the Chargers. Because, I mean, it could be, who they draft? Like Vidal? He could take over because, Vidal, yes. Gus Edwards is a good grinder and touchdown back, but he's not the main guy. And you saw what happened in Baltimore. Every time he gets a chance to be a main guy, something happens, he gets taken out. Najee Harris, I feel like this could be a great bounce back, especially with Arthur Smith as the offensive coordinator, the head coach. So him and Jalen Warren could be a nice tandem.
Yep.
Javonte Williams,
auto pick. You can grill me as an auto pick.
Bro, first of all, how do you want an auto pick? That's all I know. How do you allow yourself an auto pick?
Well, my girlfriend called me twice and I ignored it, and I think it interfered with because I'm drafted on my phone too.
Okay.
And I think it interfered with the pick. Like I want nothing to do with Javonte Williams. I would have probably taken Benson there or something. But
I actually like the Javonte pick.
It's a good value. Like it's late enough to where it doesn't bother me too much because I'm confident with my other running backs, but I would have taken someone else there. But grill away, man. A lot of people are grilling today, so just.
I actually like Javonte over Najee.
What?
I don't.
Wait. Hold on.
If Javonte comes back off that knee injury, he's gonna get all the goal line carries.
He's young.
And they also have a rookie quarterback.
That's like saying if pigs will fly. But
Javonte looked good last year despite his injury.
He was serviceable. I had him in like one of my freebie leagues. Like I plugged him into the flex every now and then.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like trying to start him every week.
Right.
So that's the only pick I'm not really happy with on my team was Javonte. But the value's good. I gotta give the auto pick that. It's got good value.
Yeah. I'm really high on him in Dynasty.
He's still young.
A couple other people, they high on him too.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. First of all, I think Jamal could have heard about him.
You're good.
Yeah, so go ahead. You want to finish it off?
Yeah, okay. Either way, okay, so I forgot I was mid sentence, but Quentin Johnson. He all right, but he cool, but he ain't my guy, but he could do numbers because they hyping him up in camp, saying he gonna take a big step forward. We'll see what happens. So if he does grow forward, great last value pick. Overall, I'm gonna say his team is a B. Because I still mad about that Javonte Williams pick, but we're gonna say all draft. It's cool. The Gus Edwards and Javonte and even that's the only thing that holds you back, in my opinion.
Thanks, man.
What do you think, Ro?
Love the Jamar Chase pick. I think that's fantastic value. And then he got the Barrow stack. As long as they can stay healthy, that's going to look really nice. So, Kyren is okay. I actually prefer Josh Jacobs. That might be a little bit of a shock here, but Kyren, I don't know. You got to kind of be careful with these, like, third day backs. Because we've seen like day 3 or later backs like James Robinson. If you guys remember him.
Yes, I do. Yep.
The Jaguar?
Yeah. Yep. He was good, and then he got replaced by Travis Etienne, and I don't even think he's on a team right now.
Correct.
But I still believe in Kyren. I'm not saying that's going to happen to him. I just prefer the upside of like Josh Jacobs in that Packers offense when Aaron Jones looked like a top 5 backs at times. But anyways, I would have preferred someone else over Kyren, but I don't hate it either. I love the Joe Burrow pick. Nico Collins, fair value there. And then he gets DK Metcalf. I like both those receivers. Jared Goff, I like that. Kyle Pitts, I love that in the 7th round. He kind of sniped me there.
Sorry, man.
Gus Edwards, Najee Harris, Javonte Williams. Those are all good running backs to back up Kyren. And then I like the Quentin Johnston pick. I like taking a flyer on him.
Yep.
All in all, I would probably give this like B+. I actually think it's pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Yep. So Jamar Chase at the 1.7, man. We probably won't be able to get him no more for the next 7 to 8 years at the 1.7 of a PPR league. So that's great value. You killed it. Kyren Williams, I could nitpick you a little bit because of the injury. That's only because of the injury. Like, I'm worried. So I would have kind of faded him because of that. I don't like hearing that. And so I'm gonna hold that accountable to you just a little bit. Joe Burrow, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah. And Joe Burrow in the 3rd round, I think is killer value, and you stacked him. Nico Collins in the 4th. Any of these receivers outside of Tank Dell. Tank Dell, to me, you can get him in the 5th or the 6th. I'm okay with that. But Nico or Stephon Diggs in the 4th is going to be tremendous value. You're not depending on them guys to be elite. You're just trying to squeeze that offense. I love Nico Collins in the 4th. I think that's good value. DK in the 5th is killer. He's a boom bust guy, and you get him in the 5th. You're not counting on him to be a number 1 target getter. You're just letting him be the boom guy that he is with Jamar Chase as your first wide receiver. So right now, I'm giving you B+, A-. Kyron Williams is the only thing that I'm nitpicking. Jared Goff takes you to an A-. I think this guy is a top 5 quarterback now. I think he's figured it out. I think he has arrived as a player. You've seen how he played in the playoffs. He played elite. Kyle Pitts in the 7th. I think that's a good value, A-. I think Gus Edwards as your number 2 is good because he's going to get goal line carries. I think it could only be for 7 to 8 weeks, and then maybe Vidal or somebody else overtakes it. Maybe he doesn't stay healthy the whole season. But for the first and second quadrant, I think that's good. So I'm still at the A-. Najee, I'm not big on, but Najee's going to get goal line carries. You don't have Najee in your team and don't give him goal line carries. Javonte Williams, I like him. I think you got to. It's nothing wrong with taking a flyer on him right there. So A-. Quentin Johnson, I like him. You took a shot with Quentin Johnson. Why not? I mean, this is your last pick in this mock draft. Who else is going to go? I mean, who else is there? Ladd McConkey over Quentin Johnson? Who's going to get the goal line targets when they do decide to throw the ball downfield for a touchdown? I think Quentin Johnson's going to get a lot of
guy with the reach.
Right. So I'm going to give this team an A-. That's just me. I don't think you had a bad pick, even with the Javonte pick. I thought it was a good chance to take a guy like that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So what do you think? Go ahead. You can break down your team. What was you thinking?
I knew about the Kyron injury. McVay trusts him, and he's money in that scheme. He probably won't be on the field as much because they'll try to keep him healthy, but they'll put him in positions to succeed, like more efficient type plays. If Cooper Kupp comes back healthy and he's balling with Puka, they're not going to need Kyron to do as much as he did last year, but he's still going to score and he's still a PPR back.
Right.
I'm a Bengals fan. That stack to me is the stack to have, except for maybe Tyreek and Tua.
Right.
Those receivers are nasty. Those are all, in my opinion, wide receiver 1s. Even Nico. I'm higher on Nico than Diggs this year.
Me too.
I like Goff as well. People sleep on Goff. To me, he's in the same tier as like a Dak Prescott. Every year he's putting up numbers, and every year they're both value picks. So I love that as my second quarterback in the Superflex. Kyle Pitts is going to have a career year. I'm pretty sure we're all on that same page that he's going to ball out. Edwards, to me, is the starting running back for the Chargers, and you made a great point about the first quadrant. Like, he's going to get a lot of run early in the year, try to get those rookies developing as the year goes on, and he's going to get the goal line. Najee, I'm very high on this year. It's a contract year. He's with Art Smith, so each of those running backs are going to carry value. And he's, I believe he's slimmed down a little bit. So I think he's gearing up to get paid this year. And I want a share of that backfield. Javonte was the auto pick. I wouldn't have picked him. I would have picked someone else. But if he's healthy, like the role was saying, he's young enough even for a dynasty player. And he should get a goal line with better quarterback play. So if he's good to go, a year off that injury, a full year off the injury, and he gets, some time in camp and stuff, he could be a decent flex, like possibly a really good RB3 type player. And then Quentin, I still believe in, and with better coaching to help him with his dropsy problems and like his mental approach to the game, this dude could be a league winner. He has the tangibles. He's fast and he's got that wingspan. So like, I just don't see him being sent deep like he was last year on every play, just, running go routes and stuff. They're going to scheme this guy to get the ball in his hands to expose his yak abilities. So to me, I would give myself a B+ only because of auto pick. But if I didn't make the auto pick, I probably would have rated it higher, but I don't feel right like rating my own team and giving it a super high score. But I do think this is a good team.
Right. In the chat, let me see. The Row, what did you give him? What did the Row give you?
I'll give you a B plus.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Charlene saying A minus. So we got A minus, B plus, B, and B plus. Aaron Holloway says B plus. Zach says B. Ethan says C. Wow, Ethan.
Ooh, harsh.
And Aaron Holloway says, don't panic on Kyron's situation. It's the best. He's rested up for training camp. I understand if people are low on him, but once he's 100%, he's going to go off. And Aaron Holloway says, I would have got Kyron in the third just for now.
I'm hoping people get scared off of Kyron because, like, if he's, injured all throughout camp leading up to the season and he doesn't get a lot of play in preseason, he's going to drop in drafts. Right. I'll take him. No problem.
So with the C, it could take it down to a B plus. Most definitely, we got A minus. I gave it an A minus. Then we got a bunch of B pluses. Man, looks like it's gonna have to be a B plus. I think that's kind of me. I wouldn't agree with that, but with all the grades that we got, I'm gonna have to give you the B plus. I think it's an elite team. I think you should be going down for the championship. But
thanks, man. I appreciate you all.
Okay, let me see here. All right. All right, yep. So this is a B plus. So you are in second place right now. So let's go to Adenali. So Adenali, he got Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes, second best quarterback stack right there. Derrick Henry, Travis Kelce. This is I'm gonna give this team an A right now. Debo, A minus. I think it's a lot of mouths to feed. Debo has to stay healthy. I'm nitpicking on my end. Tank Dell in the 6 is good value. T. Higgins is solid. I'm not big on T. Higgins. He's solid. B plus, A minus. D Hop, B plus, A minus. I think he's solid to take. DeAndre Swift as your second running back is not bad. Rasheed Rice in the 10th is not bad. Jalen Warren is your last pick. This is a close to an A minus team. I'm gonna give this team a B plus. I'm giving this team B plus. What do you think, CHB?
I mean, Allen Mahomes, not bad for quarterback stack, second best one, like you said. Derrick Henry, good pickup. He's gonna get a lot of goal line touches. It's gonna be a big year for him. Kelce, it's good you did it with the Mahomes stack, so you got this best weapon there. Debo Samuel, stay healthy, he'll be great. Tank Dell, gotta be healthy, but he could be a good pick. T. Higgins, we know what's going on with that situation. Hopefully he gets a good deal. And everything else, it could hit or this. But overall, those first picks, those are his anchors. So yeah, I would say A as well.
Okay, so B plus and A. What do you got, Ro?
I love the Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in that Superflex. I think that's fantastic value if you got them. Like Derrick Henry, they're easily the best running back still on the board. Travis Kelce, that's a nice value. Debo, I actually like that. Tank Dell in the 6 is good value. So is T. Higgins in the 7th. Right. DeAndre Hopkins, I'm not really high on. But I like Swift and Jalen Warren and Rasheed Rice. If he's suspended for a couple games, that's really nice value with you getting him. Overall, I'm probably giving this an A minus. This is one of my favorite teams here.
Okay, so we got B plus and 2 A minuses. What you got, Harambe?
I want to touch on a point you made about Mahomes and Kelce. I don't know what to make of the offense this coming year, but you said that they like to conserve until later in the season and the playoffs. They don't want to just put up stats.
Right.
Allen is a smash pick right there. I'm surprised. I wanted Chase over him, but I was looking at Allen too. I was surprised to get Chase right before this pick. To me, the Mahomes Kelsey stack it's good on paper, but like what are we gonna go into this season again? Are they just gonna not put up numbers and just run Pacheco? So it's kind of like it's hard to gauge. On paper it's amazing, but
right.
I'm saying this because last year I had Mahomes all year and the dude underperformed all year. It was hard to watch because you're used to him putting up these monster games, and same with Kelsey. Kelsey also got hurt week 1, and I think that played a little bit into his performance, for the whole season. It's hard to say though if like that affected Mahomes as well. Love Derrick Henry this year. I'll be targeting him in my leagues, no problem. Higgins is a good value pick. I feel like he's a solid wide receiver too. I still like DeAndre Hopkins, guys PPR gold. I don't like.
Okay, he froze up a little bit. I go ahead and take over. D-Hop and Swift for me. Like I said, I'm not that big on D-Hop, but I think it's great value in the 8th. Swift is good as a second running back in the 9th. I gave it a. I still think the team is a B. I still think the team is a B. I would actually give it a B plus because of the Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes. But what was you saying, Harambe?
Yeah, I froze up. Am I back right now? Am I okay?
Yeah, you back.
Yeah.
I was just the thing that worries me on paper. It's a really good team. I'm just scared about that KC offense all year, like them just not showing stuff all year and not being, that high boom offense we're used to. So it would take it down, and it feels criminal to like badmouth Mahomes and Kelsey. Like these are Hall of Fame players, right?
Right.
To me, it's probably like a solid B team, only because I would be paranoid about the Chiefs not putting up numbers again during the regular season.
I agree with that totally. That's why I'm kind of fading. I mean, there's a lot of fades that I do. I don't say it a lot, but certain times I just don't want certain players, even though they may be really good at that value. I'm like, but this could happen. So I agree 100% with you. You made a fantastic point. Not just because I agree with you. I've seen that, and that's not the only team that's going to do that. I believe Lamar Jackson them could do that this year.
Yeah.
Like, why is they going to run Lamar and Derrick Henry in the ground when they already 13-1?
Yep.
So, go. Your turn, B-Row.
I already went over this team.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'm sorry. It was actually CHB left. Okay. So y'all both gave the A minuses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I gave it a B plus. Okay. Aaron Holloway says B plus. Charlene says B. Zach says B. Is that an A minus or a B plus? What do you think? What do y'all think?
To me, this is a B team.
I think so too. I think it's a B plus team.
I think this team could hang, and it's probably a playoff team. But like, in my opinion, owning this team going into this coming season, some of these players would be very frustrating.
Right. All right. So we got 3 more teams to go, guys. So we got B Silver. B-Job Robinson in the 9th. I like that. I actually like how Garrett Wilson fell to the 2-4 instead of going at the turn. It seems like he's been going at the turn of all the mock drafts. So then you get Drake London in the 3rd. I'll say this is an A minus, B plus. A Chain in the 4th, great value. A Kamara, this goes to A minus. Those first 5 picks are A minuses. Brock Purdy, he was a top 5 quarterback last year, if I'm not mistaken. You got Ramondre Stevenson in the 7th. I see you, Silver. Aaron Jones, who we have to give respect. We got to give him respect. If he's healthy, man, he's a top 5 running back. George Kittle in the 9th is killer value. Rashid Shaheed, I love him. Derek Carr ain't great, but he got him like kind of like a Baker Mayfield pick. I think this team is an A-. Go ahead, Arambi.
I would have taken personally one more receiver, like maybe over Aaron Jones, but to get him that late is a very good value because you can't start all those running backs at the same time. Mm-hmm. The last 3 picks to me are money picks. Kittle is money, Shaheed is money, and then followed it up with a stack for a second quarterback with Derek Carr.
Come on now.
To me, this is an A. Kittle, Kamara, London, Wilson, and Shaheed. This is an A-, man. This is an A team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nasty team.
Right. What do you think, Ro?
Yeah, I would agree. Bijan at the 9. That's a nice value. Garrett Wilson, Drake London. I like both those players. If you want me to nitpick, I would have taken Chris Olave over Drake London, but they're like really close in my rankings. So I don't mind it either way. Then A-Chain and Kamara, I like both those values. He's got Brock Purdy in the 6. That's a nice value. Then Ramondre, Aaron Jones. I like both those values. George Kittle, Rashid. Fuck. Then that name is hard to pronounce.
Shaheed. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed. Yeah. I'm okay with that stack with him and Derek Carr. I mean, I think Drake May was still on the board. I probably would prefer him to Derek Carr, but Derek Carr is the least proven. I would probably give it an A-. I like his value on tight end there.
Right.
It's all starters up and down the board. All starters.
All up and down the board. Yeah. Big time starters too. That can give you boom. Yep. The chat says let me make sure. I don't want to. Okay, so Aaron Holloway says A-. Aaron Holloway says only because of Carr. Zach says A-. Charlene says A-. Needs help their wide receivers. Yeah, I'm gonna say A-. This is an A- team. This is so away, and B Silver got the best team so far.
It's a good team.
Yeah, it is a very good team. Great draft, man. All right, let's go with RG. He won it last week. I guess I started off Puka Nacua, Saquon Barkley. Love those 2 picks. Dak Prescott, Jordan Love. I'm nitpicking. I think you could have waited on Dak Prescott. It is Superflex, so it's okay, but you got to make sure Dak Prescott hit. Kincaid, I like Kincaid. I like them. I'm not saying I don't know if you could have took somebody else. I mean, I do like. Let me see. I'm trying to see what went behind them. I guess I'd take him there because it's Kincaid. He's going to be probably the number 1, number 2 option for Josh Allen. David Montgomery, he's the goal line back. A lot of people don't like him. He's not sexy, but I do think he can get the job done. James Conner's the same thing. We keep talking about Trey Benson, but James Conner's not just going to give up that job. James Conner can make people miss. He can score points. Jaden Reed, I'm not that big on that. I think that's a dime a dozen. Not saying he's a dime a dozen talent, but it's like 5 guys. Dontavius Wicks, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, AJ Dillon. There's a lot of mouths to feed there. So, but like I said, he took him in the 8th round. I love Jackson Smith and Jigba in the 9th round. Addison, I'm not that big on. Ezekiel Elliott, as in right now, I like that value. I'm gonna say this team is I'm gonna give this team a B+. It's close. I could have said a B because I don't like the Addison pick and I don't like the Reed pick. I'm nitpicking there, but the rest of the team, I like it. What do you think, Ro?
I like Puka where he got him. I like Saquon. He's my next ranked back after Gibbs. Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, those are fine values in a Superflex. Kincaid, I think that's okay. Not really too much I would prefer it over him, so I think that's fine. David Montgomery, that's fine. I'm not too high on him, but you still gotta give him some respect because of last year. James Conner, I think that's fair value. I think he's gonna be the main back most of the season, and I think Trey Benson's gonna take over late. Jaden Reed, JSN, Jordan Addison, I like all those receivers to go behind Puka. And then you got Ezekiel Elliott, which I think is amazing value there.
Right.
I would give it a B+, a solid B+.
What do you think, Arambi?
I feel this is probably the most balanced, safest team. I do like the quarterbacks. They're good fantasy quarterbacks. They're good real life quarterbacks. I agree. I think could have added another position player instead of taking Dak and then taking Dak where he took Love.
Right.
But again, it has the vibe of him going to pick out the players he wanted. You got goal line backs. Montgomery, Barkley will also be goal line, but he'll have PPR skills this year. Reed is just I like him. He'd probably be a bench guy for me. I wouldn't be starting him too much, especially if Watson's healthy. JSN is a good value where he was taken. I'm out on Addison until I see some consistency.
Right.
He might ball with Darnold at first, but we don't know.
Right.
And then Elliott, once he got signed with Dallas, that's a great pick. And I'm actually going to be targeting Zeke very late in my leagues as well. So
right.
The receivers to me are pretty weak. The tight end could put up wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 numbers, so that might carry a little bit. And then I love Puka and Saquon. To me, it's a B. It's a B team.
Right. In the chat, we got Aaron Holloway says B Silver got the best team so far. It's a tie. B- for RG. Zach says B+. Charlene says C+. I gave it a B+. I think this team is a B. I'm gonna give this team a B.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got 2 more teams. All right, so I guess I'll let you start off on our homeboy road team.
All right.
I'll let you start off on Rambi.
All right. So got AJ Brown, Gibbs. It's a great start. Got his guy in Olave.
Love Olave, don't he, man? He loves Olave.
I like him too, man. A guy in my league had him his rookie year, and he won the league that year. He smashed people and got him at a very cheap draft price.
Okay.
Caleb, rookie quarterback for the first one. He got Walker, so he got his guy. Keenan, Bowers, Odunze, Cousins, Adonai Mitchell, and Zach Charbonnet.
Nice squeeze there with Charbonnet and Walker. I love that. That's huge.
I like his running backs. I like his receivers. I think Cousins is a good. I like Cousins more for fantasy this year than Caleb. People might disagree with me, but it's just my perspective. Right. I think he really unlocks a lot of those skill players that we've been waiting to see boom. All of them, the tight end, the running back, and Drake London. I still like Keenan, so Keenan will be a serviceable guy. Hopefully he could stay healthy. He never does, but hopefully he can. And then Bowers, if they utilize him to be a pass-catching tight end, that could be money because they'll be, rolling out the power run scheme with some Devontae Adams and some Bowers.
Right.
And then he stacked the 2 Bears too. So like I like the stacks he did. To me, this is a I'm nitpicking just because I wouldn't want to roll out a rookie quarterback in a super flex, but I see the reasoning. To me, it's like a B.
Right.
It's a B.
Right. I love the AJ Brown at the 112 Gibbs, and I actually don't hate Olave at the 312 because this is a proven year. He's going to get the targets. So Olave's been top 5 in targets, if I'm not mistaken, and far as in like targets all year per game. So that's not a bad pick. Caleb Williams, I understand it. Right now, man, we just got a nitpick. I don't know how, and then with me deducting Harambe for having Kyron Williams with the injury, Caleb Williams had a training camp news that he's been playing bad. That's very, very nitpicky. But if he goes out and has a CJ
Stroud training camp doesn't mean really anything
because
it's a brand new rookie playing his first snaps on.
You're right.
Like a top 10 to 15 defense.
Right. I love that you got Cousins, but I would rather like seeing like Jordan Love and Caleb Williams. To me, that makes me feel safer with Caleb Williams. That's just me. I don't want Caleb Williams to be my guy. Like I did have one team last year where I had CJ Stroud, but I had like Tyreek, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and DK Metcalf and Jamar Chase. So I had guys backing them up. But like I said, if Caleb Williams goes out in the ball, and you also got that stack. So Chicago, whatever they do, you're gonna have that. I love the Bowers. You took him in the 7th as a tight end. It's nothing wrong with that. I love that. He's gonna be getting design manufactured targets. The best thing about this team, what I'm gonna say is a B plus, is Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Great job, bro. That's how you do it, because you don't know what's going to happen with Kenneth, if he's going to get injured. You don't know what's going to happen with Charbonnet, but it doesn't matter because you're going to have the number 1 guy and you can play them together. And I believe this team is going to run the ball. And I like Adonai Mitchell. I think Josh Downs is a slot guy, and I don't know if Pierce is the guy. I think he's just like a 4th-string deep threat MVS type. But I believe Mitchell could be the best maybe route running type guy on that team. Michael Pittman is more of a big play, bigger receiver. So I'm gonna give this team a B plus because of AJ Brown, Gibbs, Olave, and then Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. The other picks are your guys, and I respect that. So I'm just gonna say B plus. Let's see. We got in the chat. We got Aaron Holloway saying he's a huge fan of Olave. Yeah, right. And B plus, echoing a little bit. Let me see. Zach Seaman says B minus, and Charlene says B. So break your team down, bro.
I mean, I think AJ Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs at their value are both nice. I love Olave's value at the 312.
Hold up, bro. Hey, can you hear? See if it's you, Harambe. One of us is making them echo.
Is it me?
No, it's not you. Mute and then come back. Bro. See if it's you.
Is that better?
Not a little bit, but go ahead. Just go ahead. We'll go ahead and finish.
I think Caleb Williams is fine value at the 4-1. Maybe a little bit of a reach. Maybe I should have got Jordan Love there. But I like the value on Real Madunze, Keenan Allen. I like the value on Kirk Cousins, Zach Charbonnet. I mean, I think this is one of the better teams. I would at least give it a B plus.
Yes, I agree. I agree it's a B plus. What took it to me from a B is to a B plus was Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. You got Zach Charbonnet with the last pick, bro. That's the best pick of that of that round, even with the quarterbacks. I love that. I think we are sleeping on your team because I think you got one of these young guys are going to boom and we have no clue. That's why I always want to tell you that. It's hard for us to say, oh, you got a Dunze and give you an elite grade with that. But can a Dunze or a Donovan Mitchell end up being a top 12 guy and boom like a Tank Dale? Yes, they can. So we probably going to rate your team a little bit lower than what it should be. But the organization of your team, when you took guys, you killed the value. Your first 3 picks is an A-. I'm being hard on Caleb Williams just because he's a rookie quarterback. Remember, C.J. Stroud even struggled a little bit a couple games, even though he had a very elite season as a rookie. But in the 4th quadrant, these guys are big-time guys, and they hit. So I wanted to give you credit for that. And I actually, CHB ain't going to like this. I think your team is better than CHB. I think CHB took too many rookies. You took your shot on some rookies, but I think CHB took a lot of rookies. But go ahead, CHB. Okay. What do you think about his? What do you think about his team?
Yeah, I've been dealing with a lag this whole time, and I come back into this. Perfect timing. Yeah, real quick. AJ Brown. I mean, first pick. I mean, that's not bad. Jahmyr Gibbs, good. Olave, not a fan of. Caleb Williams, not a fan of. I mean, Kenneth Walker, Kings Allen. I mean, I don't think it's better than my team. I mean, if we going to talk about it like that, I mean, I think I got the best team in the whole draft. But hey, it's my opinion. But hey, I mean, this team's not good. It's not good. B minus. Maybe a B on a good day. But yeah.
Right. Any final words, Ro, before we go on to my team?
No, I think we about covered everything. I mean, I think this team's looking pretty nice.
Right.
The receivers are good, running backs are good. Tight end, quarterbacks look fine.
Right.
I personally like it.
Right.
I think it's one of the better teams.
Right. I agree with that. I mean, we only got a few B+ teams. We only got 2 B+ teams and 2 A- teams. So you top 4 teams easily. All right, guys, go ahead. Destroy me. Give me my team. I'm not going to say anything. I want y'all to just keep it real. So, break my team down. You try to hurt my feelings because they're not going to hurt my feelings, but give it to me raw. Pause.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm done. Okay, let me go.
Go ahead, CHB.
All right. Yeah, regional was the pick. Jonathan Taylor, great pick. What's that echo? All right. We live. We're doing live. Okay. So I love McBride. Cup. He can great pick because Matt Stafford is going to be a kingmaker like always. So he ain't going to get all the coverage on him because Puka Nacua is still that guy. Cooper, contract year, he's going to do great. Godwin, he's going to take over. Deontay Jones, PPR monster. Willett, like I said earlier, I think he's going to have a great season with everything they did around him, especially with the coaching. Deshaun Watson, I really want this to work for him because I feel like all the picks they gave up, and to me, Deshaun Watson has had enough time to get the Kyle Johnson system. Like, listen, you got to be the man. You got to be dominating Deshaun Watson. So I think this could really be a good thing. Tyler Spears, that is the guy in Tennessee for the running back over Pollard to me, and Chase Brown, not bad for a dart throw because he can be explosive as well. So I really wanted to hate on this team. I really did, but I can't hate this team, man. Like, I think this team's an A. An A- minus at best.
Right. Appreciate it, bro. I know you because I gave your team B, and I said that B-Row team was better. I said he gonna give my team a C-.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it fair. I'm gonna keep it fair as all because I might have a dislike. No, I'm gonna keep it fair across the board always. So yeah, it's an A minus, and I say that currently. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ro. Appreciate it, bro.
Brees Hall, Jonathan Taylor, those are both nice picks. I like your receivers. Surprisingly, because you only took a receiver in round 4, but your receivers all together look nice. The only pick I kind of hate is Will Levis. I would have swapped him with Trevor Lawrence.
I agree with that.
You could argue his big arm is going to get him a lot of yards. So, I don't know, maybe better in a fantasy standpoint than real life. Deshaun Watson in the 9th, that's good value.
Right.
Tajay Spears in the 10th and Chase Brown in the 11th. I like both those values. I'd probably give it an A minus.
All right. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Arambi.
I'll be targeting Taylor in my leagues. I feel a bounce back coming, and he's a beast. We know that. You got your baby Kelsey right there, McBride. You got Cooper Kupp. He's Cooper Kupp. So if he's healthy and that team's healthy and they're clicking, or say Kyron gets hurt and they don't have a run game, Puka and Cooper are going to be PPR gold mines this year. I love Amari Cooper. We know this. I will draft that guy every single year if I can. He's a value. Godwin going back to the slot will help, especially in a full PPR league. I do see Cade Otton, the tight end, kind of having a nice little year. So who's to say what, if more targets go his way versus the slot. But I'm a big Godwin fan. I have been since he came into the league. Deontay Johnson is going to be a good PPR guy. I think he's going to be a very good wide receiver too, with potentially low wide receiver 1 upside. I like Will Levis a lot. I see what the Titans are doing with the coaching scheme they brought in. They're going away from the power running scheme, and they're bringing in pass catchers. They're bringing in the OC who basically built the Bengals scheme for Joe Burrow. They'll be spreading the ball out a lot, and he can also run. So people aren't talking about his legs. He didn't show it off too much last year, but if you watch his college tape, the guy can score touchdowns with his legs. Watson should be healthier again. Another year goes by, and then you stack him with Cooper, so he'll be targeting Cooper often. Another guy who could also run, he ran quite a bit when he was on the Texans. I don't know how much he's going to do there, but maybe he gets more like with a not fully healthy Nick Chubb. Maybe we see Watson run a little bit more this year. So if he runs, five times a game, possible touchdown, and then he throws some in the air, it's a great value. And then you stacked Spears with Will Levis, which I like. And then I'm huge on Chase Brown and Zach Moss. Chase Brown to me is Walmart Austin Eckler. So they're going to scheme him, especially in the passing game. So to me, this is a A- team only because I'm dinging it because the quarterback's taken a little bit late, and you kind of want to prioritize that in a 2 quarterback league. But they're great quarterbacks. They'll work.
Right.
All the other players are money.
Right. And before I break it down, I'm gonna go through what the chat's saying. So we got Aaron Holloway says A-. Hold on, well, we'll go to some of the stuff. Aaron Holloway was laughing about the pause. B Silver laughing. But that gave me a B. Deontay Johnson and Tajay Spears was he said it was great value late. He said breach. And Zach Simmons says Amari Cooper helped me win a championship last year, 50 point, 60 point. Yes, sir. So guys, I would say B plus. And I think Rowe had the greatest point. I I love Will Levis, but I got too trigger happy. I didn't know that Trevor Lawrence was still out there. I didn't have him in my queue. And so I went and took Will Levis over Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence over Will Levis if you ask me. Even though I like Will Levis upside, I should have took Trevor, in my opinion. I love Deshaun Watson. That's killer value. I maybe could have went different than Taylor. Maybe because I know that I could have went Puka Nacua, but Breach wouldn't have made it back to me. So that's why I let Puka Nacua go. I usually won't Puka Nacua. So I give this team a B+. I think it's a good team. It's a solid team. I love Deontay Johnson. I love Godwin. These are PPR monsters. Cooper Kupp is going to be great. Older wide receivers, so I got to watch out for that. But a B+ team. That's how I was thinking. Charlene says, F, just kidding. B+, don't like the quarterbacks. I agree. That is the weakest part of my team is the quarterbacks. I love Deshaun Watson, but not Levis, not as in a mock draft. I think he could hit, but I could have got Trevor Lawrence with better value. All right, guys, so let's get to the best teams real quick. Let me open the floor to these teams. So first one, I want to look at B Silver team. So we got to look at B Silver team. And let me see, B Silver team and away. So B Silver, here's this team. And here's away. Here's the two A- teams. What team do y'all think is better? Aaron Holloway's team? I guess I can nitpick with Tolbert and McConkey. Everybody else is killer. Jahan Dotson, Tolbert, and McConkey is the only guys I can nitpick. Let's go to B Silver. I can't nitpick anywhere. What do y'all think?
I think I like B Silver's team more.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Silver's as well. Yeah.
Me too. I think B Silver got the best team.
I think I got the best team.
I mean, I got the best team because you're all really they can only boom by the fourth quadrant. So I need to get in the playoffs and dominate. Oh yeah,
right.
Another hot take. Will Levis will have a better year than Trevor Lawrence. Book it.
Right. And again, like I want to tell you, Ro, you far as picking your players, you picked them at the right ADP. You didn't reach on anybody. The only thing, and I would like y'all to see if y'all back me up with this. Same thing, even with CHB team. Y'all got good value, but you got rookie wide receivers. Should I rate Odunze over? Let me see. Let me look at B Silver team over Aaron Jones. Should I say Odunze is the better pick than Aaron Jones?
Yeah.
I don't think I can, bro. Tell me why. Tell me why should I say Odunze is a better pick than Aaron Jones?
I mean, Odunze is arguably the best talent wide receiver in this class. And even though he's got talent ahead of him, what if Keenan Allen's just a slot guy?
Wait a minute, you said Odunze is the best in this class, like as far as this rookie class?
Yeah. I mean, there were people saying he's the best talent out of this class.
We'll see. I've seen the plays off. I'm gonna say
it's like perspective. I mean, people can make points for any of the top wide receiver rookies. Like, to me, it's not even a question who the best wide receiver in this class is. He's on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I would agree, but
in my opinion, though, there's so many angles you could take to this,
Like, in a dynasty standpoint, some people have been saying Odunze is the best out of this class.
You like him over Harrison Jr. and Neighbors?
No, that's not what I'm saying, but there are people in Dynasty that have made points that Odunze is the best in this class.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Right. But what I would say is
we're lagging out so bad.
What I would say is Jackson Smith and Jigba was ranked really high, but you couldn't put him above some of the guys because of his landing spot and what was on the team. So with Odunze landing spot, if Odunze would have went to Kansas City Chiefs, I could give him a little bump, but we're not gonna be able to give any of the rookies a bigger bump. No rookie on this, even with Williams as the quarterback, we not giving any of the rookies a bump over guys who's been consistent for 2 to 3 years unless they got injury history. Like Jared Goff, there's no way I can put Williams over Jared Goff, even though Williams went before Goff. I can't do it. But what I can give you to say you did a great job is you have your team structured well to go for 17 weeks to win a championship. That's what I could give you credit. But I can't say, oh, yeah, Williams going to outdo Goff. If I was to do that, then I would just kind of be reaching for that. Because C.J. Stroud didn't outdo Goff last year. Right?
Yeah.
Right. You're right. But you got a great team, though, bro. I just want you to know that. We can come back and revisit this, and I think you might end up having one of the best teams. But right now we can't do it, and it's a mock draft, and that's why I always explain to everybody it's a mock draft. We just going off what they did last year and a little bit of projection. Okay, so B Silver, make sure that you hit me up, bro. Fantasy Good Sports, and you give me your cash up, and I see you the $5. Starting off with Harambe, man, you want to shoot out anything, bro?
Nah, man, it was fun to do this, and we got to do more drafts. These are getting to be killer level drafts here. Like every team is a playoff team. Like in my league, like all these teams are pretty stacked, and we're getting better every time, and it's fun. And like the banter and the feedback and all the ridiculous pauses, that's good stuff, man. It's fun. So I don't have anything to put in. Just thanks for doing the draft, man. We appreciate it.
Yep, man. I appreciate you coming up, man. I really do, man. You, CHB, and Roll. I appreciate y'all. Go make sure y'all go follow the Roll and CHB if you ain't left already, guys. Roll, go ahead. Shoot out. You want to shoot out anything?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at the Real 07. Just type that into the search bar and my channel will pop up. Or you could just type in the Real and then filter channels. I don't know why it doesn't show up unless I'm filtering channels, but yeah. That's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, CHB. Anything you want to say, bro?
I just want to say it was an honor to be here. This was definitely a historic night, especially, like I said, what Harambe said with all the pauses. That was unexpected. I didn't mean to laugh so hard at the channel. We're trying to be serious here, but that was the highlight of the whole thing. Like, I'm still trying to hold back laughter, but yeah, I mean, glad to tune in. Glad everybody tuned in as well. This was a successful mock draft. We gotta definitely do it again. After this show, I am banned from taking the first overall pick for a while, maybe for the next 5 lives, so I can make sure I change up a little bit, so that way I'm not predictable. I'll probably have something coming soon. Just right now, I'm still just building a few things right now, keeping the reps. But as you can see under my headline, I'll tell you how I feel about my team right now. And but y'all see me doing some big things soon. But I'm still be here with TD, but I'm putting my 2 cents. But yeah, other than a pleasure to be here always.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in and coming up and helping me out with the live judging it. This is tough. You see the Roll, he's getting on me. He's like, man, you ain't gonna keep giving my team no B's, man. I need y'all help so he don't get mad at me. Now just playing. But y'all be safe, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Peace.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say they shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. So let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act, a bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, about to terrorize. Step. If you a hating nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Hit my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business.